Peace, love, health, and wealth. Our child, like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for the healing. Understand that when you come here, this is spa day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, and Manny and Petty day for the ego. Understand that this is a hard head area, and self development is the construction site. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started with um the collective reading. Happy New Year's to all of those who celebrate today as the first calendar day of the year. Um and so let's go ahead and get started with the first card. So I think it's only appropriate to only pull one card since it is the first of the year. And let's just see what we have for the collective. Shout out to everybody who's gonna watch this live. Okay, we got two cards that dropped out. Okay, Judgment card and the Five of Swords. 25. Number 25. 2 plus 7. I mean 2 plus 5 equals 7. Okay. All right. So I let my guard down for you. I be vulnerable. You can break my heart if you want to. She said, take your time, don't rush. Why is my camera so blurry? Oh. All right. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Wait. I don't want to turn on the light. All right, here we go. So, Judgment card and the Five of Swords. Wow. All right. So, immediately what I'm getting here is that we're going to have to pick and choose our battles a lot wiser as we enter the first day of the year. The first thing that I'm hearing is that every just because negative energy is sent your way doesn't mean that you have to uh how can I say this, respond in a way that can escalate or cause more confrontation. Sometimes two wrongs don't make it right. And so if you really want to be alleviated of the stressors that you go through every single day, the people, places, and things, situations and circumstances that we all experience, right? It's not just you, we all experience it. And so if you want real relief from the cycle, right? Maybe look up moksha or something like that. But um, in a sense, I see you as the judgment. I see you as the angel in the judgment, and this is to the collective. Um, I see us as the angel right now, in the sense of we have to the ability to build or destroy things, right? And sometimes our words or actions are felt way beyond our measure. And because of this, words like humility and humble and humanity and things like that, humane, things like that come into, I won't say into question, but into conversation. And the reason why is because as a person with great power, um, Bob Trial Collective, listen, as a you are very powerful, okay? It's never been a question about that. Now there was a trick to trick you out of your power, but I'm here to tell you that you never was powerless. Things happen, but things happen to everybody, of course. And so since things happen to everybody, then we don't have to we don't have to dwell on certain things because sometimes the solution comes when you don't focus on the problem. In fact, that's how most of the solutions come. A lot of people always writer's block or whatever, and then once they release and give up is when they really, you know what I'm saying? So moving on to the Five of Swords. Uh First of all, duality is going to be very key as we move into the Five of Swords, right? And so as we move into the Five of Swords, this is that conflict, right? So we have great power here in the Judgment card, right? We have the ability to build things up and we have the ability to destroy things, right? Shout out to the two people here and the two likes. Thank you. Hey, can somebody drop some hearts or something? Because I don't even see Nightbot or something. I don't know if anybody is actually, here or y'all left or whatever, but this is the collective reading, the first of the year. I asked for one card, two came out. So the number 25, the number seven, all of that good stuff, okay? So with the number two, we have the number two in the 20 is telling me that we have great responsibility, great power. And the five is telling me that we're possibly going to face conflict. And the conflict that we're going to face is, um, do I stop and go in a different direction, or do I follow through? And the reason why that question is very important is when we're looking at the five is seemingly after a battle, right? But it was a battle of the minds. It was a battle of thoughts, words, and deeds, in a sense. And with that being said, when we dealing with very mundane, every single day type things, whether that's people cutting you off in traffic, or people trying to shortchange you at the store, or maybe, a conflict at work, conflict in your relationship, whatever it is. Um, but I'm gonna switch gears. What I would say is don't get caught up at every stop sign. Just because something happened, that doesn't mean we have to get caught up because the big picture, what's the bigger goal? What's the bigger picture? And what I would say is that this person here in the five is looking backwards. Thank you, cameraman. And because this person is looking backwards, it's almost giving me the energy that somebody here in the vibe tribe, in the collective, might be looking back at something in which they know they need to go ahead and let go of. Um, the five here is showing that there was something very, cause so if you look at the clouds and everything like that, it's telling me that there was a storm that came through, meaning it was a storm of words, a storm of emotions. You know what I'm saying? Yelling, screaming, debating, um, whatever, right? And when we looking at the five, that tells me it's conflict, right? It's time for change. You double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, please. It's 121 my time. So when we looking at the swords is telling me that there is maybe a conflict of vision, a conflict of ideas, maybe a conflict of morals, a conflict of right and wrong, righteousness. um, the judgment card is saying that there was definitely something here where we was questioning what direction to go in because of this conflict. But because the judgment card came out first, I'm really leaning on the fact that this judgment card is telling us to take the high road to be able to liberate those around us. And the reason why it's important for us to take the higher road and liberate those around us is because when we yield great power, um, the consequences of being arrogant, the consequences of not being forgiven, not even being forgiven, because forgiving is one thing, but being spiteful, um, holding on to anger, holding on to hurt. Um, when you when you operate out of when you freely allow yourself to operate out of these emotions that take away from life. Hold on one second, because the chat might be going. I forgot the chat be freezing. No, no chat freezing. Nobody commenting. Okay. So when you freely operate from a place of pain, from a place of hurt, from a place of this happened to me, or how could this happen to me, or how could you not know better, or when you operate out of those, I got to get you back and all that stuff, you degrade the life, not only you but everybody around you, everybody who depends on you, everybody who loves you, everybody who cares about you, everybody that you could be helping, right? Everybody that you could be helping is lacking because you focused in on this thing, right? And the whole thing is, what I'm feeling here is that coming into the new year, it's time to let things go. We was dealing with overkill. Right, and let me pull another card. Yeah, okay, another air card, Seven of Swords. We really, really dealing with overkill, and I feel like somebody think that somebody stole their joy, and it's not really. That's not really the case. Nobody never really stole your joy, right? Something happened. You had a flat tire. You got fired. You had a bad day, right? Whatever, right? Your DoorDash was late. Whatever it was, you can't let that one moment in time rob you of the rest of the time you have left. In this world, we only got moments. Science says we only gonna remember about 30% of this shit anyways. So why waste time holding on to things when the first card here is telling me that you have the ability to free not only you, but everybody who's suffering because of you. You have the ability to do it. So, closing a collective reading, we got the Seven of Swords. Okay. Now, for some, the seven is 1 through 7 is a complete number line, right? For some, seven is held in very high reverence, right? Um, for others, seven just means that you 2/3 of the way there. Again, we pull another sword card, and again, another person is looking over their shoulder. What is this saying? This is saying that whatever has our attention, we need to let it go. It doesn't matter the person, it doesn't matter the place, it doesn't matter the thing, it doesn't matter the principle, it doesn't matter the violation, it doesn't matter survival, it doesn't, no matter what it is, right? I feel like we being robbed of our time. What's up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. The things that happen to us, if we still carrying them with us, is robbing us. We allowing ourselves to let our bank get robbed. YouTube is playing with subscriptions. I've been subbed forever and it said I wasn't. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Yeah. Same to you. What's up, Si? What's up, sis? How you doing? So I'm just closing up the collective reading real quick. And so what I'm getting here is that just starting off the new year, the first reading of the year, two cards came out. And it was the Judgment card and the Five of Swords. And this is telling me, and the number 25 resonate with me heavy. I don't necessarily think that this is a message for me per se, but the number 25 resonate with me heavy. Of course, the number 7 resonate with me heavy, and then it's heavy. And then the number 7 of Swords actually came out, right? So what I'm getting here is that we are not the person who needs to be liberated as we move into the new year. We are the liberator, right? We are the judge, right? Now, this is too far, twofold, because as much as we judge the external in this new year, it's time for us to be able to judge the internal as well. Okay. And we need to make sure that we are operating in our highest truth, right? Hence the crown on the angel. And the reason why is because there's people who really depends on us. And it's people who's unrelated to us that we probably would never remember, right? That needs us to operate through our higher selves. Okay. All right, 2-5 judgment on the conflict. The conflict that we facing or that we shit and in the new year. And just so y'all know, this is a 1 year, right? And I'm gonna drop some slides probably tonight about tapping into, because we got a 111 alignment already, because it's a 1 year, it's the first day of the first month, right? It said wouldn't allow me to comment. I'm a subscriber already. Redid it. I didn't get no notifications. Just found you today. That's crazy work. Maybe you accidentally unsubscribed or something. Cause I know sometimes they subscribe me, and the only thing I do is watch a person video. I'm like, what kind of sorcery is this? All right, well, make sure you finish this reading at least, then. But but the conflict here, I feel like the conflict here, which is not allowing us to live up to our fullest potential, is something that happened in the past. Because look at how he's clothed in green, which is heart chakra. His shoes is orange, which is saying that the no love. I just unsub to resubscribe. Oh, okay. One of them situations. Okay. But the Five of Swords is telling me that when we looking at the what is that? I know the Hindi version. What is the English of the orange chakra? Not the solar plexus, but the what is it called again? I can never remember it. Um Not the solar plexus. What is the orange joint? Red orange. Sacral. When you his shoes is orange, so that means he's rooted with the sacral chakra. And the what's the I statement for the sacral chakra? I create. So there's a confliction with reality, and the confliction with this reality is because we had a difference of opinion. We had a difference of ideas, a difference of beliefs, a difference of logic. Right? Remember, the game is played above the shoulders, right? And so, whenever in tarot, right? Welcome to Sacred Self Healing Center.com, Tarot School for the Sacred Emissaries, world premiere. Listen, whenever you see a tarot card and there's clouds above a person's head, that means they're not thinking clear. That means they have cloudy judgment, right? So, the whole point, right, as we bring out the Libra scales here, right, the deuce five, that's the Libra scales, right? When we looking at this, there is no clouds in the sky. So what do that tell you? That tells you that all of this is, everybody always say that this person is this and this person is that. This person got a fez, which represents something, right? And this person has clear skies above him. And most importantly, that represents a person who's clear thinking. Okay, there is no clouds in sight, meaning that this person is moving righteously. Okay, and the part of the solution, which the number seven represents solutions, right? I don't get it on my phone. It says subscribe mode only, but I am subscribed. I can type on my laptop. Hmm. I wonder if my YouTube need to update or something. Hold on, let me see something. Well, you know what? I do got the link posted on my channel, so I know sometimes my shit don't be acting right when I got the link. So if y'all want to join, then follow the link that I posted on my channel, and then I can get y'all reading. You can get your readings live today. All right. So in closing, because I'm ready to close this out. So in closing, the Seven of Swords is saying we got to seek the solutions, but the solutions that we seek got to be of higher consciousness, higher awareness. How do we know if it is of higher consciousness and higher awareness? We got to ask ourselves two things: is this appropriate? Is this useful? Right? Let's just say we wanted to throw away a hairbrush, for example. Well, we got to think: do we have the money for a new brush? Is this brush broken? Do the brush get the job done? Do we just don't want it because it's old and the paint chipping? Do it still work? You see what I'm saying? Like, we can't be so quick to throw away things because we never really know how useful it really is. Just because something gave us a bad taste in our mouth at one point doesn't mean that we gotta hold on to that bad taste forever. The only thing we got to do is just not let that thing give us a bad taste ever again. That's it, right? So with that being said, man, solutions over chaos, right? Solutions over chaos. All right, and that's going to be the end of that. All right, man. So what's up? Can I interest anybody in a free or donation based reading? If you would like to get a free reading, type Happy New Year in the chat. If you will like to ask a question, please wait till your name is called. Please wait till your name is called and then you can get on the list. Please don't ask your question before your name is called because it's going to slow down the chat. And I don't want to have to ask you once your time is called to repeat your question. If you want a general reading, we can do that. If you would like a reading, donation based reading, then please, please, please check the description box for all of the details: where to donate, how to donate, what your donation might get you. So we do have donation tiers in the description box. We got three different ways to donate to the channel. If you don't have a way to donate, maybe you international, don't have Cash App, I got PayPal. I don't like to take super chats for donations, but super chats is international. So and it automatically converts the currency over, which I don't like because they take 60% of everything. But with that being said, double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. Happy New Year, Sasa. What's going on with you?
Hi, Happy New Year. Nothing really. How about you?
I'm chilling, trying to get fried of my own supply.
Yeah, I'm just chilling too
Yeah.
and implementing some new habits.
Hey, okay. That's what I like to hear.
Mhm.
Progress.
Yeah,
All
it's
progress
just
is to be
it's just I'm
rewarded.
trying to like practice detachment from like my environment because I realize I tend to get like emotionally drawn into stuff. So I'm just like basically learning how to not respond to certain things.
Well, that's a fine tightrope to walk. And the beautiful thing is that you got the self awareness to be able to enter the journey. So a
Yeah,
lot of people can't even make that first step.
yeah. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself, but I realize if I want to focus on myself, you have to learn how to do that.
hmm You know one thing? I I don't sometimes when I read for people or when I'm talking to people I get like what I like to call techniques or whatever. Um I wonder what happened when you walk around with the I love you frequency all day every day.
Who are you talking
Think-
to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
What do you mean?
So oftentimes when we talk about your frequency, we talk about the things that you frequent. So if I go to a bar every day, that means I'm a drunk, right? So it
Yeah.
also work internally as well. So whatever you frequent with your thoughts and emotions, the brain heart coherence, that's your frequency. And that's
Mhm.
who you are. So a lot of times you people do thought experiments where they have thoughts and emotions and they repeat them throughout the day, all day, every day. And they watch how the environment responds to their different thoughts.
Yeah, I think the problem with me, well, I'm not gonna say it's a problem, but because I feel like that's just our human nature until you learn how to have better self control. Obviously, some people are calmer than others, but it's like I tend to like respond to anything I feel like is threatening my sense of self. Like,
We,
and this mostly just correlates to things that people say about me, especially in my environment.
uh
But I realize, like, what's the point of it? Like, and also, I'm just digging myself deeper because it's just giving people more fuel to say more things about me. If somebody's a gaslighter, they feed off of what you give them. So, I mean,
so
I'm
can I
not
pull
gonna
you
suppress
apart?
myself, but sure.
All right, because my whole thing is that we ain't
Mhm.
even got to keep blowing gas on it. We can just go ahead and let the neural synapses die. All right, so let's see what we got. So that was the first reading, and do you mind giving me my first reading of the year?
Sure, I can. I have to go for my cards though.
All right. So is there a specific number you would like? Bless one, DJ.
Hmm.
Bless
Let
one.
me
What up?
see. Let's do.
Shout out to the Florida boys.
Let's do four.
You want a four piece? All
Yeah.
right. So, DJ Bless One, shout out to you. You a recent subscriber and you swung through on the new year. Shout out to you. All right. So I'm gonna pull a couple cards from my good friend right here, and I got you after I do my good friend right here, and then I guess I'll get my reading at some point, sometime, somewhere. All right. So 1,000. Three of Swords is upside down. So just in general, because there's more than us just here, right? So the three is
Hmm.
a divine feminine number. The three in general in tarot, no matter when you see three, the three represents growth and expansion.
I saw
Yeah.
333 earlier, so.
Talk to him. Okay. Okay. So wow. Okay. So the three in general represents growth and expansion. Um, and the sword sometimes just through communication and whatnot, right? Teamwork. So of course we know the swords is dealing with the mental aspect of a person, right? Thoughts, logic, what you want, communication, etc. Anything dealing with the throat chakra, third eye, crown chakra, etc.
Hmm.
Ideas, What up? So the three of swords in this upright position, if I'm not mistaken, is saying that there is a blockage in the heart, but the blockage in the heart is coming from where, Siren?
I would say I wouldn't say, well, yeah, it's a blockage because there's like a disconnect. I think it just comes from, like, for one, as I said, letting too much stuff enter, like what I said, like when it
Oh
comes down
well,
to
it's not.
me.
I'm not personal to you, but I see how it resonate with you. But the answer I'm looking for, sorry to cut you off, is the sword. So that means that it's the blockage in the heart is coming from the mind, and I think that kind of resonate with you saying, which is if I don't give it energy, then it don't have energy, right?
Yeah, yeah, basically.
Thank you. I don't want you to get in trouble or nothing. All right. So when you're looking at the three of swords in reverse, that energy is opposite. So what I'm hearing here is that it's time for you to snatch one of those swords out and
Hmm.
claim victory. Okay.
Hmm.
To
I
accompany
believe. Yeah.
to accompany your ride is the Knight of Pentacles. So of course a knight is nothing without they sword and what they armor, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So lucky for you, you are already very familiar that you're an airbender, right? You're an airbender. I don't care what nobody say, past, present, and future. You was born an airbender.
Because wait, because I'm an air
Maybe
sign.
water too. No, no. Naturally, you very smart and wise is what I mean. So
Oh,
in my lingo, that would make you an airbender. You will be a
okay.
waterbender if you very emotional. You got infinite compassion for the world. You very forgiving.
That's
Um,
not really me. Yeah.
so then a earthbender would be the person like a Taurus type energy, right? Where they
Yeah.
they they want their money. They got to build the castle. They got to have things a certain way. And you know what I'm saying? Is that all the elements? Am I missing one?
Fire.
So the firebender would be the person like the king of swords, for example, the great motivator, the person who gets up and accomplish things. Don't need much motivation. In fact, you can be motivated by listening to this person or just simply by watching this person. But back to you, right? The knight in tarot, for those who might not know, represents the fire element, and then the earth element represents I mean, the Pentacles represents the Earth element. I'm sorry, I said it backwards. So the Knight of Pentacles, fire of Earth or fire in Earth. And so, if you know a little bit about elements, fire needs Earth to burn, right? It needs something physical to burn. But this type of Earth element, kind of different, it's kind of dirt muddy. And as you can see right here, if the cameraman can zoom in, please, and earn his money, the land back here looks freshly tilled, right? The land back here looks freshly tilled. What does that mean? How does it relate to everyday life? So the symbolism behind that is that the ground in which you are ready to plant your seed again is fertile. So what I'm seeing here is that you've planted seeds and you reap the harvest. So we understand that we got a good thing going, if you know what I mean. Now, if we can bag back a little bit and connect these cards, the heartbreak is over. So what I feel like the next seed that we got to plant is going to be victory, and no wonder that the seed is the pinnacle itself because the issues that you're dealing with is coming from the earth element, right?
Wait, the what I'm
The,
dealing with?
so the issues that you talk about when you say you got negative energy or there's
Mhm.
things in your environment, that's earth element, the root chakra type things
Oh, I
that
thought
need
you
to be
said
healed.
something else.
Huh?
I thought you said something else.
I'm sorry if I confused you.
Oh no, it was just me misheard something.
Hmm. This is funny. This is funny. Okay.
Why?
So So the last two cards really quick because I think we have one person waiting if they still here. All right,
Okay.
so the last two cards you got temperance, and I think that's a confirmation for you. And I'm gonna go over it, but I'm just talking to you because I know you know. And then the Ten of Pentacles. So you got this is telling me that you know everything you need to know, and it's time. This is confirmation that the energy that need to be worked on for you to create
Mm-hmm.
balance in your life is not air element energy right now. You already own that. So if you don't know, where we need to focus on is we need to put our fire behind creating the a
Uh,
solid earth element.
yeah, that's how I was feeling. I just felt like I feel like 2025 I was in my head a lot and I was thinking of a lot of stuff. And it's like now I have the clarity I need from just analyzing.
Mm.
So it's like more so about, okay, what am I going to do to actually experience what I'm thinking about?
And I
You
think
know?
this answered the question right here. Um So the 2025 was a 9 year, right? That's about
Mhm.
fulfillment. So that means things was going to come to a bubble, right? Things was going to come to an end. So 2026 is actually a 10, which reduces down to one. So this is a new beginning again. So no coincidence that you get a Knight of Pentacles, which is, and the Knight is not the Ace of Pentacles. There's a big difference between the two, and here's the difference. The Ace of Pentacles is a divine new beginning. The Knight of Pentacles is a person who's been through the stages. They learned new things, and now they got what they need to ascend through the queen, ascend through the king. You see
Yes.
what I'm saying? And that's exactly what you're saying with the 9 year, right? It's like you see things so clear, right? You got, it's almost like you got clear marching orders in a sense, if I can
Yeah,
speak
it's
freely.
accurate for sure.
So 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 here's what I think you need to embody with those marching orders as the knight. Right
Mm-hmm.
now you're the knight. We mixing fire and earth, right? And here's just what's going to make up the armor of the knight. And the armor of the knight is going to be the intentions, the goals, the knowing, speaking prophetically, etc. Right? Temperance.
Mm-hmm.
1 foot in the water, 1 foot on what? On earth, right?
Yes.
So that means that things is going to be emotional. You can't get away from it. But
Yeah, true.
but this is confirmation that you're a water bender. And the reason why I said that is because look at the manipulation of the water in this card.
Mm.
You see that? It's almost defying the laws of gravity.
Yeah,
It looked like
because
it's
the water
reversed if
is,
you ask me, but that's here
yeah.
there. So so what do that mean? So that means that you have control of emotions. Water represents emotions, right? And the mountain back there, right? Tarot school, and it's the sun up here too. I never really realized that. So maybe the sun card is hitting in this reading for you, because I never noticed the sun back here. So whenever you see mountains in the path, it's kind of like the yellow brick road, right? Same symbolism, which is there's a clear path to ascension here, which
Mm-hmm.
is going to go right back to what card? The ground that you got tilled. It's a clear path for you to plant these seeds and grow. Now, unfortunately, we got to deal with Father Time, but that's okay because Father Time does what to a person like you? Make you a master, right? We're not seeking
Mm.
perfection, right? We looking to master, right? If I
Yeah,
can't,
that was in my reading as well. My 2026 reading, like a perfectionism thing came up.
I
So
need to listen to your reading then.
yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it has correlations to what you're saying.
Mm, okay. So the perfect 10, right? Uh, this is no means a pass at you or anything like that on your physical or anything like that. But the perfect 10 comes out to express that you are the one, right? You are the perfect one. You the 10, you the one, you the apex,
Mm.
right? You the pinnacle. Some things is going to stop with you, and some things is going to start with you. Why do I say that? Because this reading is telling me that as you as you operate through your new environment, the focus is going to be your legacy. You're going to
Yeah,
be
that's
the
what I wrote. Yeah.
You're gonna break the curses. It's this one and that one, this one and that one. Ooh, that sigil is standing out to me. So crazy right now. I don't know what sigil that is, but so another sigil here in here is the tree of life or the Kabbalah, the Kabbalistic tree of life, right? Um, so so that always got dual meaning to me in the reading. That means one family, um, like a rise in rank when it come down to family legacy, like passing down of money, passing down of trinkets, passing down of recipes, stuff like that, but passing down knowledge, wisdom, understanding, possibly lands, all that stuff, but also spiritual ascension. I think this might be confirmation for you to grab your kahunas, because I can't curse, I'm sorry. Grab your kahunas and say, I put in the spiritual work, and it's sad to say, but I'm already more advanced than y'all. Only thing I got to do is bite my tongue or whatever, right? But I'm just speaking in general. Only thing I got to do is just build the legacy. It's time for me to put my head down and do the work.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so this is what I think your armor is going to be built on moving forward again. The temperance and the legacy. You focus on these two things, and uh I hate this. I don't want to speak too certain or too in detail, so I speak in general on purpose. But uh, long story short, the negative energy, at very least, get neutralized, if not removed, in order for you to have your own space, right? But
Mhm.
then it's going to allow those seeds that here, right? This is you alone, right? This is what you're doing alone when you meditate and all that stuff. You the night. Right now, this is what the DNA of the night is. I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say what I want to say.
You can just say it unfiltered then.
Well, it ain't even necessarily that, but I want to make sure that I'm bringing home what I'm getting. The 14 and the 10, 24. That's six. That's three double. So six is about harmony.
Hmm.
Harmony. When you become I don't want to say too much. Okay, so typically how things work is that unless you want to, unless you have very specific intentions, if you create peace within you, then things will balance out. Okay, it's not much effort that needs to happen. Now, if you want certain things to change, like if you can't deal with a particular dish or a particular sandwich or a particular drink, if something is not your just not your cup of tea and you want it gone, then so be it, whatever. But um, what I would say is set a date in the future about something that you're anticipating and focus on that and build towards that. So it's almost going to be like you operating in two dimensions where you're going to be operating in the
Um,
present, but you're also going to be operating in the future as well.
yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
And but I want it to be relatively short term and something relatively close or passionate to you, like a festival that might be coming up in a month or two. Like I want you, or create a holiday. Oh, that's a download. Create a January holiday. In 2 weeks, January 15th or January 16th, I'm going to celebrate such and such day. I'm going to celebrate claiming my power back day. Whatever. I'm just throwing out ideas, but you make the
I mean,
technique your own.
I was planning like a beach trip kind of thing.
Mm.
So I don't know if I want to like prep for it, like meal prep and stuff, because I wanted to eat a lot. So maybe that's what it's referring to.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. And how long is that, a few weeks away or?
I didn't have a specific plan, but I knew I just wanted to get it done before the month was over. Like it
Okay.
was just something I wanted to do to celebrate. And I also want to go to the mall as well. It's just stuff I wanted to do. So I'm definitely gonna like write it down and have it in mind. What I was also getting from what you're saying is okay, I think the thing with me is that sometimes I can lack like a direction sometimes. It's like I want something, but it's like I need to remind myself, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And that's normal human behavior. This is why we got
Yeah.
reminders on our phone. This is why we got notepads. This is why we got calendar.
Yeah, because
Um,
I can tend to get like carried away, like distracted.
you're gonna be okay. You're aware of it. So the only thing is after that is just effort. After that is just effort and building
Yeah,
a habit.
for sure, for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, but I just want to I want to say one more thing real quick. That three of swords is confirmation that whatever you said is going to end this is going to end it. I think that the other three cards that came out was really just maybe just a little bit of guidance, a little bit of clarity on how exactly to get through the day-to-day things, the point A to point B to point C.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, as long as you set that anchor for your mind on something in the future that's positive, that can't no, and it doesn't, because your brain gonna say, "Well, what if this go wrong?" And listen, all of that's fine, and those thoughts can come and go. But as long as we focus on the positive thing, that's all that really matter. And it's
Yeah, that's
tough.
what I've told myself. Yeah.
I don't know if you purposefully humble, but
Huh?
outwardly I gotta say this. Outwardly, it's perfectly fine to be modest. Okay.
Hmm.
But inwardly, I want you to own the walk, meaning that every single step you take is empowering.
Yes.
Ain't no, oh, if I step into this space, then I'm gonna get this ain't no, if I leave this space, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna do this, and I'm not thinking twice about it. I'm gonna do this, and
Hmm.
everything's gonna be okay. Or could make it yours, or however but on the step, on the walk, on the climb.
For me, it's just like the people around me. But what I told myself, because I was kind of arguing
The
towards the end of the year
uh-huh.
with people.
Are they? Or wait,
And
are they there now?
yeah, but I mean, I'm in my own space.
Oh, okay.
So
Because I was about to say you could just use code word like energy or something. Yeah. The energy can be people, places, and things, situations, and circumstances. So I can, if you're talking lingo, I can, But I
yeah,
don't want you to. But I want you to be careful because even if you don't think people not listening or they can't hear you, things can still be felt, right? Because remember, ain't no time and space on energy. So
true. But basically, to sum up what I was saying, I remembered also the last reading you gave me, where it's
mhm.
like you told me like time is passing, so it's like you're preparing for the time that's passing, but you're not like abandoning your present self. So it's like I can understand that
Oh, I
something is
said that
doing. I
again.
can.
Wow. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You said that like time is passing
Mm-hmm.
and there's things that you want to do, but that doesn't mean that you should also abandon your present moment.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of the reading and stuff, I'm gonna be, 17 this year, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like going into my last grade at high school. So it's just hitting me like, there's time to prepare for what I want. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, it's like right now, well, I still need to have fun and I still need to, enjoy my life where I don't have much responsibility as yet. So it's like, yes,
Yes.
I anchor myself in the future that I'm building, but right now I also want to have fun. And if I'm spending my time arguing with people around me, that's not gonna give me the outcome that I want. And it's like later, when I'm at that age, I want to look back and say, well, I was supposed to be doing this and having fun, but I'm
But
wasting my time arguing with people.
can I say? Well, the arguing thing, I don't want to comment on that.
Mhm.
But what I will say
Mhm.
is that there's a fine line between, well, not a fine line. Let me find a different way to articulate what I mean. One thing that I had to realize the hard way is that the more time that you put into your future now, the more time you will have for fun later. And so when you measure the internal work, external work versus uh I'll do homework in the morning or I'll do this tomorrow or you know what I'm saying? Um,
Mhm.
when you're thinking big picture, remember that I wish I would have had somebody tell me the important. Now, I'm not saying this to you, but I'm just venting a little bit. I wish I had somebody to tell me the importance of school. I started skipping school at like 11 years old. Maybe I don't know, maybe 10, 11. No, maybe 11, going on 12. But
Yeah,
I
it's
started skipping school
important.
very, huh?
Yeah, I'm just agreeing with what you're saying.
Yeah, I started skipping. I started skipping class very early, but then like in middle school, I was skipping class, and then eventually I just started just skipping school altogether. I was always suspended anyway. So, but anyways, I wish it was just some things that I wish I would have known. And one thing when I got to high school, one thing they taught me is whatever you put into something is what you're going to get out to something, and so what I would say is that like from the book you could be reading to the studying or whatever you could be doing. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it, even if it just meditating, even if it
Mhm.
just lighting a candle and staring at the whatever. Those little moments, especially moments of consistency, and then when you go in overtime, say if you say, okay, I'm gonna meditate once 11 p.m. every day. And let's just say you
Mhm.
sneak in two meditations before 11 p.m. The universe rewards that. And then because you set a standard for yourself and you went above and beyond the standard, you reward yourself. You give yourself praise for it. And then the universe is going to reward you more. Like when people what people call the universe and shit, and I'm just speaking like because we're in the public. Like
Mhm.
when you talk about the universe, God, subconscious stuff like that, consistency is key. Being positive and all that is key. But how you think about yourself and what you think about yourself goes a long way with shaping reality how you want it.
Yeah, that's what I realized. I feel like naturally, this is natural. I like tend to like focus on, like a blueprint,
Mm,
but I feel like I'm just like discovering like there's so many stuff you can do with your free will. Because I realize sometimes I get caught on a specific way, and it's like, okay, even if I try to do something and the first attempt with, the format I used, it doesn't really turn out how I want it to. I can still try again.
mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't mean that I have to stop.
True. But that's all the part about into the airbending thing I was talking about because you allow your mind to be able to flow in and out of these states and it allows you to think outside the box. That is a skill that a lot of people pay a lot of money to get.
Yeah, I feel like that's one thing I'm glad for, that I'm like open minded.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not easy, but I'm not scared of having to like unlearn stuff. Like,
Mm,
even if I spent, like a certain amount of time learning that, okay, this is the way that things have to be. If somebody came and told me something and that meant like I have to tear everything down,
mm-hmm.
it's like I would do it because, well, I don't feel threatened by it, basically.
Right.
I'm not saying like, I don't have my ego like everybody else, but I would just say I'm like more willing to like look outside, if that makes sense.
If you ask me, that openness allows you to really explore that word ego, because remember, the ego is the sum of all your events. And I'm not just talking to you, I'm just talking to the people who could be listening. The
Yeah.
ego is the sum of all your events, meaning everything you like, don't like, the people, places, and things you experience. The ego is not just if you handsome or if you ugly or not. That's
It's
or
yeah,
if
ego
you
is also what like it's like your protection
yeah.
mechanism. Like if you're overly judgmental, you're acting to your ego, but it's not inherently a bad thing. Like, yeah, if you've been hurt by people, your ego is gonna create that mechanism where you judge people
Mhm.
because that's you trying to predict an outcome so you can protect your emotions, you know?
And that's just who you are at the end of the day. A lot of people want to
Yeah,
pass judgment on it, and that's natural. That's what our brains is made to do. But
exactly.
it's just if what I how I like to look at it is that is this thing that's happening, or is this thing that I'm doing, or is this thing that I have, or whatever, is this good or is this bad? Is it useful or is it not useful? Is this,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
actually had like a download like that, and for me, I kind of switched up my definition of compassion. I don't
mm,
think compassion, I think compassion is like a concept where society twisted it like it's an external thing, but
talk to me and let break
it's
that
it's
down.
more yeah, it's more internal to external because one thing
Ooh,
I realized is just like importance of like being humble in a way where it's like when stuff happen to me, I tend to like assume like a position over the person. Like I would never be like you. I would never do this, and that's not a bad thing to set a
it's
boundary to
not,
like
because
not.
that's how you mold the ego into something that you can be proud of. But continue. I'm just saying, just
Yeah,
to
but
add on.
yeah, but at the same time, I feel like when I also acknowledge that at the end of the day, I'm like no better than this person because people act out of like their programming.
Yes.
So it's like just because somebody did something to me, it doesn't necessarily mean like, you know, they're the scum of the
Oh,
earth.
so
They're
you
just
so that
yeah.
infinite compassion, I see you tapped into it. And that and this is what I tell a lot of people, because a lot of people can't get over my parent did this, or my dad wasn't there to protect, or I didn't have the a lot of people can't get over those things. And I'm starting to lose my train of thought. Oh my God. I'm starting to lose it. Dang, if I could remember what you were saying, maybe that can help me, but I don't know.
You were saying infinite compassion.
Oh yeah, you the way you explaining this, I can tell you found the infinite compassion, because it is internal. It Yes, these things is happening to me, but even the bad person needs help, right? That's just like a person who robs somebody, for example. There's a reason why that person robbed somebody. Yes, it's wrong. Yes, he probably know better. But
Yeah, I was praying about it because I tend to like put a lot of pressure on myself and I was like praying about that like to release unnecessary pressure. And then I what I got from it is that the reason why I feel so pressured is it stems from like that subconscious belief where it's like when something happens to me, like say if a person does something to me, it's
mhm,
like I assume a position above the person. So the message was just like humble yourself, like you're at the end of the day, it's like you're not better than anybody. It's like even what that person did to you under different circumstances, you could be prone to doing the same thing.
yes, we
And then I
take degree
also
to supposition.
realized, yeah, when we like judge people, it's like, for instance, if I judge a woman because she won't leave a relationship where somebody's cheating on her, and I tell her, you don't have any standards. But then at the end of the day, I could go home and procrastinate on everything I said I was going to do. I'm not even following my own standards, you know? So in a way, it's like even though I'm telling you you have no standards, I don't really either. So it's not like about assuming that you're better than people. It's just you can see something and call it out, but it doesn't make you better than anybody because at the end of the day, we're just like living out
We
our
we
reality.
we caring and sharing at the end of the day. Really, that's really all it is, at the basic point of it. Like like with my work in the mental health field, one thing that I used to hear a lot is a lot of the colleagues used to say, "We no different than the patients. We just take our medicine." And it's like
Mm-hmm.
a funny, it's like an industry funny thing, but it's kind of true. Like a lot of people, a lot of people have a passion for something because they know what it's like firsthand. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's like I can't judge somebody for being explosive, but I'm explosive in my own way. The difference is just that maybe I don't take it out on other people. I
Yeah.
could do it to
We
myself,
at the
but
yeah, you're absolutely right. We all flaw. It really just depends on, are we aligning with people who's on the journey like we are, because there's nothing wrong with a person being flawed. But once you not growing and you putting it on me, whether it's hurting me or you putting it on me to help you through your flaw or whatever, whenever you not taking responsibility and healing it and doing what you got to do, then I got to decide whether I got to deal with you or not. But as long as, whether we friends or colleagues or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever we are, I come to the table knowing that not everybody is going to be perfect. But are
no,
you open?
nobody can be, to be honest, because the way I look at it is that even if you criticize something, it's like you are that thing in one way or another.
You not
You know?
you, I kind of see what you're saying, but what I would say in my own words, because
Mm-hmm.
I think I see what you, and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, we all not perfect. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, it doesn't matter if you addicted to Oreos and I'm addicted to weed. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can't judge you for your weed addiction
Yeah,
because I'm addicted to sugar.
and my whole thing is that when what the way I look at it is that, are we trying to grow or not? Because one thing about me, one thing I had to learn is that either I'm gonna rub off on you and you gonna rub off on me. And if you not focused on what I'm focused on, then I can't allow you to rub off on me, because I'm
Yeah.
better than I was yesterday. I don't want to
This
be the
reminds
same.
me about the concept in the Bible. Well, I don't really believe like to the Bible in a full extent. Like I have a
Nice.
different
Yeah.
construct.
Uh-huh.
But you know, like where the Bible says, like God says, like no sin is better than the other. So like
Exactly.
it doesn't matter if I go to church and pray, and then okay, let's say I steal something and then you kill somebody. It's like I can say you're a horrible person because you kill that
Both
person.
persons can point fingers and say, "I'll never do that." Like, come on now.
Exactly, but at the end of the day, both of y'all are still going to hell because
Uh,
you still committed a sin.
Helen.
You stole something, you're going to hell. They killed someone, they're going to hell. So it's like y'all are judging each other, but you're both going to end up in
Ain't
hell.
nobody trying to help each other. Ain't nobody trying to.
Yeah, it's
You know
like
what I'm
it didn't give
saying?
you any leverage.
And then the killer part about it, nobody going home and being honest when they look in the mirror. That's the
Mm-hmm.
sad part to me, because it shows me that there's hurt and there's pain. Sometimes there's guilt in a lot of people. And the only way they keep those feelings off of them is by pretending like ain't nothing happening and keeping the fingers pointed externally. Always.
Exactly. Like you need no, it's like you feel better about the fact that you're stealing from people because you feel like okay, that person killing is worse than what you did.
Or
It may be worse,
mhm,
and it really depends. But it may be worse, but it doesn't cancel out the fact that you're still
mhm.
wrong.
Or what about the get back game? What about the people who don't
Mhm.
believe in forgiveness, grace, and mercy?
Exactly. It's just like like sinners judging sinners for how they sin. Like that's kind of what I get reminded of as I'm talking about this.
I'ma steal from you because you stole from me.
Yeah.
Now, I
It's
ain't
very
gonna.
like morality is like something that is very complex if you think about it because
Oh,
we all have ideas of bad and good and things like that.
I got I got a book recommendation for you.
Hmm.
Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike.
Yeah, I'll look at that.
Shit like that shapes society.
Yeah.
The people. It's a lot of knowledge in books, man. And when you read books, it help you understand why things are the way they are, why people do what they do, when they do it, all that stuff, man.
Yeah, so I realized with that mindset of like how I relate to other people, which is why God, because I feel like it's from God at the same time because I prayed about it and then I had like this epiphany moment. But I think that's why the concept came to me in the form of humble yourself because to an extent, if I don't do something, it's like I'm looking down on myself. And it's like if you look down on others, you look down on yourself too,
Hey,
you know?
but shit, you can use that as a superpower though, man, because really, if you could use that as motivation, as long as you don't burn yourself out, as long as you use your mind to say, okay, this is enough. But man, it's a lot of people, man, who lack that skill, man. Like, every,
Yeah, I just don't like the harboring part because I feel like with the mindset, the reason why it's harmful to me is because I tend to like hold on to that after, like holding a grudge basically,
so
which
who
is
else?
annoying to me.
What else or who else do you have to keep you motivated? Like, or is it, or are you motivated by pain?
I'm motivated by like what I could be.
Huh?
Like even with the arguing thing, I'm like, I could sit down here and argue, but at the end of the day, there's things I want to accomplish. So it's like there is a timeline where I'm much more peaceful than this. So like why waste my time on a timeline that is not my highest goal?
Mm,
It's like who wants to sit there and be unhappy? That's kind of how I think about it. So it's always like, well, you could be better than this. It's like this hurts you, but at the end of the day, it's like you do have a choice to, in a way, not feel like this, even if it takes time. But it's like you
mm,
can be
mm,
better. That's how I think about it.
mm. Well, you it sound like you got a good grasp on what you need and whatnot. So hopefully the cards gave some clarity, and hopefully you will be able to get through the everyday mundane, ups and downs. But that's really what it is being able to have a steady focus
Mm-hmm.
when you going through your normal everyday routines, or when when you
Yeah,
living
the way
life.
I think about it when stuff happens, when I think about the things I want, I'm like, if I work towards what I want, right?
Mhm,
When I'm in an apartment that I like and I'm happy
mhm,
and I'm traveling and I'm doing what it is that I want, this stuff won't hold any significance. It's like future me is gonna look back and say, you know, well, it happened and I was upset, but it didn't matter in the end because at the end of the day, I was going to be okay anyway.
mhm.
Like
but
it didn't
but those
matter as much as
feelings,
I thought it did.
well, I get what you're saying. I think I was going to speak too
Mhm.
soon. What I was going to say was that those feelings are valid, but I think you saying like post, like after you making
Yeah, it's like
the move.
I'd rather go through my emo because I'm not all for suppressing myself, and I realize in oppressive environments, the goal is to teach you that you know how you feel about it doesn't matter.
No, you gotta
That's
fall in
how the
line.
oppression thrives. So it's like I'm not for invalidating myself because people tend to invalidate
You
my
just
feelings
don't
a
want to
lot.
sit there too long.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like I'd rather like if something happens, at the end of the day, the way I look at it, if I argue with a person, they're just gonna it's not gonna change anything. So I'd rather deal with it in a way that acknowledges myself and move past
I
it.
know how to move in a room full of vultures. Listen, sometimes You know, somebody said something to me and that woke me up. I ain't even gonna lie, it started waking me up. Like, well, it was essential. He said sometimes you got to think for people. My thing is that if us listen, if by us saying we spiritual and this one and that one, you know what we really saying? That we put the mind and possibly the body above all things more than the average person. And so, with that being said, that's why they say when you become spiritual, it's a responsibility because we know what spirit, meaning what your spirit can be your personality or the mood in that moment or anything. So,
Mhm.
so with that being said, we have an added responsibility to be able to. It's almost like tiptoeing in a room full of blind people, and you know if you make a sense. The only way that they gonna know where you at is if you make noise. You see what I'm?
Mhm.
I don't know if that's a good analogy or not. I just be talking.
I,
But
I think you're just saying like you have the upper hand. So it's like
in a
don't act
sense,
like
in a sense, you
it's
do
like
when
if
you
I was
really
in a
look at it.
position of power, it's like if I'm a politician, like no, I don't have like the same mundane things as a regular person. It's like I have power to do much more things. So it's like I can't sit there and make a decision and be like, whoop to do, well, I'm just a human. Like, no, actually you have power over a lot of people. So it's different when
Yeah.
you do things.
And the thing about and I'll go ahead and say this. I feel comfortable telling you this. And the thing
Mm-hmm.
about what we're talking about is as above, so below. And that's why the quantum world is so important because the quantum world is actually the internal world. Remember, spirit works from the inside out, not the outside in. So even if that's why they say, even if you think about it, you sin because the manifestation process starts as a thought first. It's deep science and some of the shit. We just don't be knowing what they be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do it unless you think about it. Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. There.
Well,
I
not in
won't say
all
think,
cases,
but
but it's like,
there has to be some level of awareness, and
yeah,
doesn't thinking doesn't denote awareness because you can be doing something and be thinking about something totally different.
true, true.
But but it's it's almost like being in a zombie movie and shit, and it's just like you just
But for me, the way I view thought, like thought is, well, no, thought is not, well, yeah, thought is awareness to me.
I think thought is an after effect, or I don't know how to explain it. So what?
It's kind of complex.
So the reason, so the thing is that thought is a part of the awareness process, but
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
almost
mean.
towards the end of the process. Like when you break it down the the sympathetic and parasympathetic systems,
Hmm.
the reading part that happens almost immediately, and the reaction part that might happen point 0.4, point 0.5, point 0.7, point even a whole second later is. And when you're talking about time and space, when you're talking about milliseconds, milliseconds is big. We think seconds are small, but it's scientists out here who operate in time that's smaller than seconds. That shit is so crazy to even say. But but when you break it down, like I said, when you break it down, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic system, your read and react system, basically, when you read something way it like when you read, then there's hormones, there's things that happen, and then the physical reaction take place. Like somebody smack you ever hit somebody in they sleep, or you see somebody get woken up out they sleep
Hmm.
and they gotta like wake up and then understand that they just got wet or they just got smacked. and then they like, I'm gonna kill you, but it take forever for them to click. Well, when you break it
Yeah.
down time and you go quantum, you go internal in the brain and the body, all that stuff, those milliseconds enrich like how fast hormones get secreted and shit like that. Like it's actually really wonderful science if you ever
Mhm.
you know, I ain't gonna talk you to death, but
For me, I feel like the world,
mhm.
I feel like even when people say like it's like a movie, I don't think a movie is a movie. I think a movie is just a different form of reality, but it's not fake, if that makes sense.
Like a altered timeline.
Yeah, like when I look at like movies, right?
Hmm.
Some of the stuff that people label as fantasy, people do that stuff for real.
But what do you mean? You talk about like Jesus or something? Like what you talking
No, like okay, let's say for instance, I watched this season called Arcane. So the format of this show is 3D. But when I look at some of the stuff they do, it's like people are infusing electricity into like their weapons and things like that. You have a whole city made out of neon lights. You have people on flying hoverboards and stuff. It's like the real world could actually be like that. Like it's not fantasy, but the archetype of the people is like they're fully into their invention. Because there's people here right now that could create great things. There's already things like that that we don't know about. That's what I'm trying
You
to
know, I
say.
just thought about
So,
something. I just got a
mhm,
download, if you want to call it that. The reason why a lot of technology is being held up
mhm,
right now on our planet is because
mhm,
it's because there was some people who wanted people to be emotionally unintelligent. And so a lot of the technology that we see in the movies is actually conscious assisted technology. And the thing
yeah,
is that the baseline of the planet has to have a certain level of consciousness. So
yeah, I think so too. Because even in the show I watched, they created Hextech, and
mhm,
it was basically like a glowing ball of magic. It was electricity. It was just a bunch of stuff combined together that created this big thing.
basically
But in the end, hmm?
basically elements.
Yeah, but in the end, it ended up becoming very destructive because
They
the
trash that.
technology, the creation aspect of the technology outweighed like the responsibility that came with it. Like you created this big thing, but you don't know how to manage it, so it ended up causing more destruction.
Facebook. Facebook.
So that's
If
basically
you
what
like in
happened.
real life, I think that's Facebook. I think either somebody is using Facebook to steer things in a particular or social media in general, but especially like secret groups and all that shit where people can say certain
Mhm.
things without fear of being arrested and shit. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think that
I'm
that
not
shit
really
was
on Facebook.
allowed
So I don't know too much about that.
to grow without a dictation.
Mhm.
Double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. My
But I
name
want
is not
to.
important. What is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center with a heart is a center for healing. Understanding when you come here, this is spa day for the soul, chick every day for the spirit, manny and petty day for the ego. If you would like a free or donation based reading, type HNY to be added to the list. There is currently no waiting. If you would like a donation based reading, only thing you got to do is hit that description button, right? See the donation tiers, see where to donate, see how much to donate. And if you're feeling good, you might as well just go ahead and donate that 4 or 500 you got sitting right there in your account. Might as well. I ain't gonna judge you if you want to send me all the money you got because you know you about to get some more. Like, ain't that's how manifestation work? You know you gonna get some more, so why not donate it to somebody who need it?
Do you want the reading now?
Hell yeah, I want that reading. And I want them donations.
I don't have any money.
No, I wasn't talking to you. There's two people
Huh?
in the chat. We got 10 likes. Somebody could have donated. Throw some more. Throw some more. I kind of want to party. I want to like listen to some music, do my little 1 2, do my little. I don't know, just the glorilla dance. I don't know when they be doing like this. I don't know how to do it, but that's they be
Oh
doing
shit.
something like this.
My camera is recording.
Whoa, you taking a dump?
No, I mean I came in the bathroom because I just wanted some privacy to speak.
What's the? Do you know the dance that they be doing like this?
No.
I feel like an old man. They be with the dance they be doing.
I don't know it.
No, that's fine. I gave up like 30 seconds ago.
Okay, I'm gonna sit on the floor.
That's fine. As long as
This
them
is
cards is
this is the
red.
sink. I was brushing my hair over the sink.
Okay then. New wig, who this?
I don't wear wigs.
I'm just playing. I can't even see your hair. I just like talking trash. A
Okay,
new
I'm gonna
crack
sit
pipe,
on
who
the floor.
this?
I have some cards I made too. I took them up because I haven't used them in a while.
Oh, don't give me no dusty, rusty. I don't know who energy on them cards. No, I'm just playing.
It's better if you make it, I think. Because my
No, yeah.
intention my
I, I,
intention is into it.
as long as you deliver the message, that's the only thing I came for. I don't care about nothing else.
This is kind of like bad. I think
Ooh,
this is
wait. Whoa, yeah. Hey, I was about to say, yeah. Whoa.
what
I saw legs. I was about to say, hold on, now you ain't about to get me disqualified off YouTube.
for legs.
God, them legs was kind of hot.
Mm-mm.
What's that?
I have to sit on the floor, so you're going to see my legs.
Mm, well, you know what you could do? You could deal the cards and lay them out on the floor and then flip the camera.
Sure.
Yeah, ain't no rush. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. And but we are not the same. Percocet. Ain't no way. Ain't no
I don't know
fucking
because
way.
I've seen people go on stream and they don't even have on a shirt, like they just have on a bra.
Girls, really? Yeah.
Yes, like this lady when she had on a robe, her tits were showing and everything.
Hey, what's her channel? No, I'm just playing.
I'm not gonna say that.
No, I'm just joking. She was 18, right?
She's an older lady. She's like in her
Okay,
thirties.
yeah. That's the older lady, right up my alley. Yeah, okay. Just got to make sure these days, people be watching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, make sure.
I
But
wouldn't I wouldn't do that though because I would feel
I know
uncomfortable.
I'm just talking shit for real. I talk a lot of shit.
Okay, how many cards do you want?
I want. See, you be pulling a lot of cards when you read.
Not really. I put like three.
All right, so since this a 1 year, and I was born, I think I was born in a 1 year or not. Oh, give me one. First day of the year, give me one card. And then if we need clarity or something like that, but give me one main one for the energy.
For the first day of the year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Percocet. They say again we gain. Percocet. Molly
Can I
per-
have a card for KP's first day of the year? Let's see. Okay, interesting.
It better be.
Girl,
Girl. Do I look like a girl to you?
I think so.
I do got some pretty eyes though, but I ain't no girl.
I think you are.
No, yeah, you really must stick them dogs
This is
on.
the card. This is the card you got.
Hey, look at the car, Ladybug.
Eight of Cups.
Okay. Eight of
Okay,
Cups.
what's that around her? Like, even though she's alone,
One thing I'm seeing.
this is
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
what this to me about like the main energy of like very self. You're transmuting things in your
Hmm.
environment, like making peace out of chaos. Because there's a lot of stuff around her at the same time, but it's like she's in tune with it. It's like she's going where she needs to go at the end of the day, and she doesn't feel any kind of way about it. She's not necessarily looking back either. She's kind of facing the flowers. It's like she's taking in her environment, but this is still her path.
You know.
Water signifies emotions as well.
You know what I gotta say real quick. I
Mm-hmm.
think she's noticing the duality in life. If you notice, even some of the plants is doubled, the animals is doubled, the flowers is doubled.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
lot of twos in here, and you know my number is 2, baby.
Period. So that's what
But
you're doing.
okay,
At the back
okay,
is the star.
yay.
It's just I just see like fresh perspective. Like new
Mm.
year, so like new start.
Hey, King Fairy. That's what KP means. King Fairy. It's fairy with a P.
Oh,
Look at that. It's a fairy. Okay. I'm stepping into my fairy magic this year. Okay.
yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep.
fairies. I'm gonna be a fairy for Halloween. They say they fairies, but we fairies. Yeah, they are not the same. I appreciate that though. The eight. All right, so if you want to give me another message or something like that, I'm open to it. I just wanted to see one card. Because to me, once I learned how to read the symbolism of the cards, then I learned the cards, it really opened it up for me. So one card, two, three cards can tell you so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that eight of cups is deep. That's one of my cards, to be honest with you.
Oop, I almost dropped them.
I'm interested to see because the way you read, I want to hear now. I want to hear one of your readings now, if I can be selfish, because hmm,
Okay, so just
and
do
that
like
eight of
a
cups.
normal. Hmm?
I'm sorry, but intuition talking to me. One thing about the eight of cups is no matter what, the rocks in the water, right? That's a blockage in the emotions, but they always alone in the eight. So that's in the eight. It's about taking action. So it's 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 a it's a path of one. Okay, and it's a 1 year. All right. Maybe the single path. All
Eight
right.
is also my life path number.
Life path number one.
Eight.
Oh, yours is eight. So what
Mhm.
about your destiny number?
I don't remember.
So your
I think it's a five.
destiny number is when you add up the day and month and you leave out the year.
Day and month. So I'm born the 10th month.
October
6th. I'm born the 5th of October.
and five. So that's six. All right.
Hmm.
And you a five. And your day is the 5 day.
Hmm. Isn't that Venus?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm Venusian, so.
I'm not gonna even lie to you. I don't know that one.
Well,
Um,
Libra is ruled by Venus, so.
So one thing I've been seeing a lot this year was people taking like your life path number and adding it to the one. So like say it's a 1 year, you take the number of the year, you add it to your destiny number, then you add it to your life path number. And you add it's one I think it's one more number you can add it. Oh, the day. So like me, I'm born on the 25th. So then my day is a 7. So if I add the 7 plus the one, then that's a 8. I'm a life
Mm,
path number 9. I'm a destiny number 9. So if I add 1 plus 9, that go right back to one again. So I got 111.
that sounds
No.
like a lot of math that I'm not interested in.
Hmm?
So that sounds like a lot of math that I'm not interested in.
Hmm. It's I mean,
Okay.
when you do it for yourself, it's simple. Like I know like my life. Wait, is it an 8 or a 9? Wait. 1025. So two
Wait,
five
wait, what
seven.
month are you
Oh,
born?
huh?
What month are you born?
October 25th.
You're born October as well?
Yeah, but I'm Scorpio Libra cusp though. I'm not Libra.
Mm, I didn't know you were born in October.
Yeah.
I assumed you were like a Capricorn or something.
A Capricorn. What sign? What is that? An Earth sign?
Yeah.
Hmm. What I'm curious, what about made you think that?
I don't know. I just look at you and I just see Capricorn energy.
Capricorn. You know what's funny? I got two signs that's dominant in my chart. And guess
Mm-hmm.
what they are?
Capricorn.
And what else?
Is it Virgo or Libra?
Scorpio.
Scorpio?
But
I don't have any Scorpio placements, you know.
for real,
I have Pisces.
ah,
I have Cancer and Pisces.
but I am lucky enough to have that cancer. I mean that's it cancer. Scorpio
Mhm.
Scorpio Libra cusp. I am lucky enough to have that though. It
You know
makes it
what's interesting though? You said your dominant placements are Capricorn influence. I'm a Capricorn North Node. So in this life I'm meant to embody more of like a Capricorn energy. My South Node is Cancer, so I'm meant to move out of that energy in a way.
hmm mm.
Okay, let me get the message for you. KP. But I didn't know you were born in October. But then again, I can't see you being born in October.
Scorpio.
I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart. My chart is mostly air and earth.
Mm. Mine's is I got 4 Capricorns and 4 Scorpios, and then I got 4 other ones. I don't know.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay, let me just tell you my entire chart. Is that okay?
uh, to be honest with you, you could tell me, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna know. Like if you it depend. Either you telling me like I got this one and this one, or you tell me about the houses. I only know like a couple houses by heart. I don't know all of
I'm
it.
not doing. I'm just telling you like the planets.
You could tell me I'm open, but I don't know. I don't. I might,
Mm.
some of them I'll be able to know, and then I'll figure it out. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay,
I'll figure it out.
okay. So firstly, I'm a Libra sun,
Okay, I know
obviously.
that. Okay, I know what that is. Okay.
Mhm. I'm an Aries moon.
That is so good that you got to win an error for your moon sign because that's your internal environment. Okay. Go ahead. I'm with you.
But Aries is not wind.
Wait, what is it then? I'm sorry. Aries
It's
is
a fire.
water.
It's a fire sign.
Aries is fire. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God.
It's the baby of the zodiac. It's the first zodiac sign.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, duh. Okay. All right, go ahead. Okay, so your
So
moon
yeah,
is Aries.
I'm a Libra rising.
Okay. That makes sense because you got your sun sign. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mercury. You know what Mercury is, right?
Uh Mercury is,
KP.
give me 1 second.
It's the planet of communication.
It's, I know that part, but what else? There's something else.
Yeah, there's more.
Be- All right, go ahead. Mercury is,
But my Mercury is Virgo in Virgo.
and Virgo is a water sign.
It's an earth sign.
Oh my God, I'm terrible at this. All right, so Virgo is a earth sign.
Hmm. My Saturn is in Virgo.
Saturn is what, your expansion, like your career and stuff.
Yeah, that's your like karmic planet. Like you know when they say Saturn return, yeah, it's
It's
that's
the
your
acting.
karmic planet. It deals with like lessons, discipline. That's like the father energy.
It's the big life lessons and the big cycles. We all operate in cycles,
Yes,
but
yes.
because it moves so slow, it's the bigger
Mhm.
cycle. So you look at it when you was born, then you look at it when you about 28, going somewhere around 30, then you look at it
27 to
around
32, I
60.
think.
Huh?
27 to 32, I think.
Yeah. That's all just these. I like to just say 30, but like like some people say 28 and a half. Like you can't be precise, but it just depends on the
Mhm.
energies and how it's felt. But it's around 30 in your late 20s, early 30s. But okay, so you got, say that again. What in Saturn? No.
Virgo.
Okay.
Mhm. Um, which other planets are there? Saturn,
Mars. Where your Mars at?
Cancer,
Pluto.
Capricorn.
Pluto and Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
Those, and the reason why I asked about those two, because those is the Scorpio planets,
Mm-hmm.
and I think both of those is in Scorpio for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Jupiter, Venus, the love
Oh,
planet.
Venus is Virgo.
Venus is Virgo.
Yeah, well, that's
Wait,
what I have.
ain't Venus at home in Virgo?
No, like my Venus is in Virgo.
What planet do Venus rule? I mean, what
What do you
sign?
mean?
What sign?
Venus is Libra, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Venus is the planet of love. The Venetian signs are Libra, Taurus. There's another one I don't remember what it is. But Libra and Taurus are Venetian signs.
I think that's outdated information.
Maybe.
I might be wrong.
No.
All right, so what we at? Like seven planets?
Up to date, that's still considered the Venetian signs. My Jupiter is in Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
Lilith. My Lilith is in Aquarius as well.
That's the dark side of the moon. So that's
Mhm.
your opposite. If I ain't mistaken, that's the opposite of your sun sign. So you can always look at the chart and know what your, I think the Lilith is by looking at what your sun sign. Because then your rising sign. is going to be the same as your sun sign, I think, or some shit like that.
Uh,
I can't remember the rules. All right, go ahead, go ahead. I ain't see the
no,
cards.
your rising sign is not the same as your sun sign. It doesn't always have to be. Because I have a friend who's an Aries. Her rising sign is Aquarius. What they say is like your host, the host that your rising sign is in influences how your sun sign shows up,
Say it again.
basically. The house that your rising sign is in influences how your sun sign shows up. So, like for
Oh, I
instance,
had a okay.
mhm. For instance, my rising sign is in the 12th house, right?
Hmm.
So usually when I show up, even though my sun sign is Libra, I don't necessarily show up as like a Libra, if that makes sense.
I understand that, and that's why I don't really talk about astrology and all that shit too much because it's deeper. Like when people say, "Oh, I'm a Capricorn, you a Capricorn," or they a Cancer, just like me. Well, it's a lot of
It's
the
more
planets,
intricate than that.
huh?
It's more intricate than that. Like
It is,
degrees
especially
matter of your chart matter.
yeah. Like say for example, if we was to get into business together, we would look at certain aspects of the chart. If we if
Mhm.
you and somebody was to get in a relationship, y'all will look at like your I think your Venus and your Venus in the 10th house, I
I
think they
would say
said.
Venus, Mercury, and Mars, because Mercury is about communication. So, if you're going to be in a relationship, you need to understand how that person
What house
communicates.
is that?
Mercury, I don't remember.
So I think Venus is the fourth house.
Yeah.
Mars
What?
is fifth house.
I don't know. I don't know those. I know like what house rules specific signs, but not like the planets.
The first house is the first sign, which is Aries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yes.
Aries is Capricorn. I ain't gonna lie.
I
I'd
don't
be
know. I,
lying if
I
I
don't
tried to
know. I
guess in
don't
that
I don't know
order.
that part.
Yeah, I
But
don't
I would
know.
say Mercury because Mercury rules communication.
Mercury was communication. All right. Well, we're gonna roll with that
I would say Lilith as well.
for relationships.
Mm-hmm.
For relationships.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me shoot a text real quick.
Oh, I'm hungry, bro.
Sister, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh, you still got the card you pulled for me, sister?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. I'm about to give me something to eat. I'm ready though. Okay, I can't see because the split screen. So okay, Ace of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
But you go ahead and do
Um,
your thing. I'm listening to you.
Judgment, strength. So to me, what I'm getting from the cards is I see like a opening when it comes down to vulnerability. It's like in life, we have periods where we're more comfortable in expression and then moments that cause us to close up. But what I'm being drawn to in this card is the expression on the lion's face. Like he looks sad and a bit depressed. And then the lady is like hugging him and like consoling him. And this is standing up to me
Mm.
as like vulnerability. So there's something here
Mhm.
with like a cause for expression. And there's gonna be an opportunity that helps you to realize this. So like
Are you picking up on
let's
something
say
nurturing and stuff? Because it looks like that
yeah.
nurturing is very exaggerated in this card versus the writer weight. So are you picking up on like maybe me receiving nurturing and it's going to give me strength, or like I don't know, that just stood out to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I see something along the lines of you feeling like you're safe to express yourself more
Mm-hmm.
through some sort of okay, there is an opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is the catalyst for it.
Yes.
The energy I'm picking up from the Ace of Pentacles is more like a situation. It could even be a mishap as well. But it,
Yes.
it seems like a self-progressed energy, not like somebody giving it to you, but more so you're gonna learn too, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The Five of Swords is at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And the okay, let me turn the camera around. The imagery, oh my, no, I don't want to show my toes. Is
Mm-hmm.
manipulation.
You said it could be a what? So I need to be careful with deception right now.
What did you say?
I need to be careful of manipulation right now. Deception.
Yeah, but I feel like somebody's going to try and like do something. It seems like gaslighting. And okay, you see the man behind her, like this is the attempt. Like this is how people would like to keep you, basically. But
Ah.
it's like whatever attempt is going to be made is going to have the opposite effect, which is you actually expressing your truth and like coming out with your story rather than whatever the hell this is. Like it's like you see how he's like in the shadows and then also there's like a patch over his heart.
And you said that's the what card again? Judgment?
This is the no,
Oh,
this is the
from
Five of
yeah.
Swords.
Wait, can you move your thumb? I want to. What she got in her hand? A
A
flower?
flower.
Carnation? I don't know what that is. Maybe a rose, maybe a carnation.
It's some kind of flower, but it's hiding something, you know? I don't know if there's people around you like that try to like lie on you or like
Mhm.
paint over your experiences in some kind of way. Like it just feels like an energy of silencing, but it's gonna have the opposite effect. It's like it's actually gonna cause you to just become more comfortable with your truth and to actually maybe even come out and share that with others.
All right. So if that's it, so if anything, that'd be that
Hmm.
course of action more than any. I mean, that'd be a confirmation more than anything. So then, can I
Hmm.
get can I get something else like what the next? Well, maybe the Eight of Cups. Maybe the Eight of Cups is answering that question already. Yeah.
Yeah, I just asked for a random message, so
Uh-huh.
that's what came out. But I don't know if that resonates per se.
Well, like I said, if anything, that'd be a confirmation more than something to look forward to. So if that is indeed a confirmation, Then then my next question is, what's the next chapter looking like? Because if that's confirmation, then that means that's a closing of a chapter. So I need to know
Yeah.
either what the best course of action is as the chapter close, or what am I looking forward to in the next chapter? You know what I'm saying? And
Okay, I'm
that's
gonna
where
use
the
these.
eight
I'm
of
gonna
cups,
use these again.
huh?
These are the cards I made. You heard me?
I ain't hear you.
I said I'm gonna use the cards I made. These.
Oh, do your thing, cousin.
Okay, so you want to know what's the next chapter? He said.
Maybe whatever you think. So like I said, I'm thinking that this is confirmation that either the door is closed on that or it's closing. So with that being said, either I want to know, is it something? Is it there?
It seems like the energy I was getting from it is like failed attempts. Like this is something that people could try to throw at you throughout the year, which is like trying to silence you. Or I'm hearing like put a band-aid over your experiences, but it's gonna teach you to be more open because the what it seems
Well,
like the outcome. Hmm?
that was the whole point of that live right there. The last live that I did, that was the whole point of that.
Oh well.
That's why I'm telling you, like this already confirmation. I don't think that this is nothing to look forward to because
Oh, that's what you mean.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm telling you. Like this is confirmation, I believe already. So I don't know if it's something
Okay.
I need to do to go ahead and close this chapter, or if I can go ahead and start looking forward to the next one.
Okay. It's okay. I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything? What's the reason for this energy coming out? Is there a next course of action that needs to be taken, or is it forward movement? Like, I want to know like what is the context of this energy? Why it was shown. So was it something to do specifically with a woman?
I ain't hear you.
Was it something to do specifically with a woman? Like, was it specifically a woman or women that were spreading the manipulation?
Um, I think you know what. To be honest, I just got this download. I think somebody using a woman as a crash dummy. To be honest with you, I think somebody.
Because what I was getting from the Five of Swords was I was specifically like looking at the woman. It seemed like the woman was carrying out the deception, but it seemed like literal.
Yeah, because ain't no doubt that shit is real in the field. Ain't no doubt, but it's the source of the. I don't ever just look at something. I look at why that thing is this. You know what I'm saying? I don't just look at the surface level. I always ask the deeper questions: where it comes from, all that shit. Yeah, I think somebody who got and this
Um,
is using somebody as a crash dummy. It's the manipulation. Well, this person is this one. This person is that one. But
okay,
really,
so this is what I got asking what the context of the situation is. Honestly, I'm getting something kind of personal, so I don't know if I'm allowed to ask that over the live. Okay, what I want to ask is, was there anybody that you were in a relationship with that has a part to like play in things that have like the weird shit that has happened to you?
um, is it a woman?
It like was there a romantic relation? Well, I'm assuming it would be a woman unless you're
Yeah,
bisexual or something.
yeah, yeah. Of course.
Okay, so yeah, a relationship is involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because okay, It just coming out straightforward. Okay, so the card I got is you already know, trust yourself. I think this is signifier to the live that you did. I feel like in that moment you were acting off of what you felt was right. It's like you knew that it was something that needed to be released. So the releasing part, you have already done it, right? This is more so the feedback you're getting. It says, why do you have to be so cute? What I also got from this as well, this is why I like using these cards because it helps me tap into it more because it's kind of vague. So it's like you have to exercise like what you're receiving.
Hmm.
Your spirit team, I feel like that's also something your spirit team was nudging you to do. When I saw that and I was reading it, the energy I kind of got was like this admiration energy from like a supportive spiritual energy.
Hmm.
So it's like I saw the live and at one point you got emotional. So
Hmm.
it's like that card is signifying to me like whatever you did is like there's a presence over you, like you're being watched. So it's like you're protected. It's like you're making a U-turn basically. Like there's a reversal energy. Like through doing what you did, you sent back energy that was being sent your way, basically. Um, I also feel like these people, they're like tugging on your energy in a way. Like even though it's a chapter you have closed out, your energy is still like very apparent to these people, if that makes sense. Am I making sense? You have to let me know while I'm reading
I'm
that it's
following you.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like that's really the fight. It's not necessarily that it's not what you're doing, it's what people may do to you. And I think that's why it came up. Because it could still be a case where this is still very active. And the reason why I asked about the relationship is because of this card. And I just got like a sexual energy from it basically. So that's why I asked if there was like a romantic relationship, but and if you know they played a part in stuff that happened to you, because this is in pairing with the that energy. Its growth is uncomfortable but necessary, but it's in reverse. So it's like
I'm gonna
there's
tell you what.
somebody
Let me
that's
tell you something
holding
real
on
quick.
to.
I'll tell the
Hmm?
truth. You know, I'm
Hmm?
looking at this shit from a different angle.
Hmm.
What happened was, motherfuckers felt some type of way about the shit, but
Wait,
waited.
can you
And
repeat? You're kind of low all of a sudden.
I said motherfuckers felt some type of way about some shit, but they waited till somebody that they deemed was a crash out got in front of it, and then don't you know like
Hmm.
when somebody about to jump somebody, they always wait for the one person to go first, or they wait for them to knock them down, then they jump them.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They was waiting on that one person to get out front, and then everybody, saddled up behind them because they know that they emotional with all due respect. You know what I'm saying? They know that they don't think. They know that they gonna make they gonna do what they want.
Hmm.
Like I think people put me in rooms with certain people just for that reason, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but this growth is uncomfortable but necessary and it's in reverse. It's more so like somebody not wanting to grow past something that happened to
right.
them.
And so, like I said, I never take away nobody's ability to feel or think or have an opinion. But let me explain. And then after I explain, if you still mad, then so be it. But with all due respect,
Mhm.
I don't know what you want me
You
to
don't
do.
you don't have to carry it anymore. I mean, you did your part.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I don't carry a lot because there's a lot of shit that I don't know. There's a lot of shit that I didn't know then. It's a lot of shit that I didn't know then that I still don't know now. So
Mhm.
I'm okay with the fact that it is what it is. I'm okay. It's just the fact that other people not okay. And the crazy part
That's what
is
I
that
mean. That's what the
the
energy is.
problems, the problems that they having. if they would have told me about it, then the shit would have been over by now.
I mean, that's basically what the energy is because it's, as I said, it's not really about you. It's more so about what people are trying to do to you.
No.
And that's why it came up. That was just confirmation because it's like, I feel like, some stuff are still active. So you're still going to be in a state of like releasing.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Mm-hmm.
what you know what? And I say this, right? It's a 1 year. And with that being said, one is the first step in a new beginning. So
Mm-hmm.
my whole thing is not to patronize nobody or none of that stuff. My whole thing is uh to do what I can to make this better. And and I can't allow nothing, especially lies or habits, to stand in the way of that. I can't. And it just like the whole thing is that in this world I can help way more people than I can hurt. That's just the type of person. And so if you look at me in a particular way, that's fine, but don't stand in my way though. Like you can't do it. Like that's it's not okay.
That's true.
Especially when you tripping over some shit that a conversation can solve.
But that's what I got. This looks so dumb. Why did I do this?
What you do?
I was trying to fix this, but it looks dumb anyway.
Uh, Maybe
I'm
it
just
don't
gonna
look
say,
though. Maybe it is though.
huh?
I said maybe it just is dumb. Maybe it don't just look dumb.
But that's what I got though. That's really all I can say.
It's a celebration. Clap, clap, bravo. I appreciate you. I'll be back.
What did you say?
I said I appreciate you, and I'll be back for another one.
Oh, okay.
Because to be honest with you, I don't
Mm-hmm.
ask questions, but I do know what I'm looking for in a reading. So even if the reading get boring or whatever, you don't gotta give me a real in-depth reading if you don't feel like ain't nothing really moving or changing or nothing. But I know they all count. All the readings count for me.
Mm.
It's almost like sending the letter, sending out a letter and waiting on the response.
I'm hungry.
You better be hungry. Man, look at that mad face. Sorry. Sorry.
I don't know what to eat though.
You said what?
I don't know what to eat.
What's your option?
I can make mashed potatoes. That's one.
Hey, you a
I
vegan,
can make, no.
vegetarian, or you just
I eat meat.
okay, okay, okay?
Are you a vegetarian?
Uh, not at
No.
all.
I remember you told me you were eating wings and stuff like that.
I was eating what?
Wings.
Oh yeah.
Why
Um,
do you join people's live and then just leave the live after?
because it depends on what be going on. Sometimes I be having sometimes I get on YouTube when I got something on my mind. And so if I see somebody on live, then I pull up, show some support. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, I got something to do. So
Oh,
I like the
okay.
because of I, I
Your
don't know
screen
if
is black.
I don't know if I'm autistic or what. But I like to multitask. Like that's one of my things. I can't do one thing at one time. To me, it's boring. Like I couldn't even count my tarot cards. Like I couldn't. Like you know what I do when I count my tarot cards? I count to 10 and start over because counting to 78 is so fucking boring. I swear to God, that is I like. But anyway, so when I hop on YouTube, 9 times out of 10, I'll be on my way to a podcast or something like that, and I can show support to people.
I understand.
And sometimes I don't want to be too
Ooh,
much.
was it wet?
I don't know if people be fucking with me for real or not, because I be seeing people in places who be cool with people who play with me online and shit. And sometimes that shit be corny. It just be a lot of little shit I be seeing here and there that I used to hear about before. I used to hear about this stuff before I started like doing YouTube with people. But once I started doing YouTube with people, like, cause I didn't like I used to have people on my channel and like give them readings, but I didn't do it a lot. But I didn't like collab a lot when I before I got monetized. I started collabing once I got monetized. Like I started collabing with people who had less subscribers than me because I wanted to put them on. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. Ain't nothing
Okay, I
personal
was
or
just
nothing.
wondering because sometimes it's like I saw you joined the live yesterday and you said hi and then it just seemed like you were gone. But then at the end, when I forgot to end the stream properly, I saw you in the chat, so I was like, wait, I'm confused.
Oh, I wasn't sitting there the whole time, just quiet. I don't do that. Like Moon
I
said
don't
that shit
yeah,
a
I
couple
realized
times.
because if you were there you would have responded.
Yeah, I didn't know you was talking to me. I didn't know you would talk to me. I didn't know.
I think you left.
Yeah, I came in and said hi, then I waited for a minute and then I think you started back reading for somebody or something. And then I left.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't stick around though. But I and another thing too, like when people be getting help and stuff, like it be hard. Sometimes I feel funny like coming in and being social and not trying to get help because I don't want to be a distraction or nothing like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like some people hop on YouTube only for the social aspect, which is fine. I don't mind being like a safe space for people, but it's like when I'm here for just general chatting, nobody never show up. But whenever I'm here for readings, people just want to chat.
I get what you're trying to say. I mean, that was the same thing with me too. That's why I stopped doing the free reading thing, or if I do free readings, I just decline.
Free service. So I'm not mad if people don't connect with me other than the free service. But where I kind of have a problem with is when people want to just chill and hang out, it be the wrong time. That's it.
What do you mean?
That should be annoying. I ain't even gonna lie.
I think my connection is bad. Am I breaking up?
No, and I sound double too. You know what? You might have to close the app and open it back up.
Where's the reach in that bitch? No, I'll take that bitch on up. The fuck? Yeah, nigga, you hanging around that bitch. I'm gonna see what's in there.
Is it working now?
Um, yeah.
I can't see you though. It's black.
Oh, it's out. The camera wasn't on.
Oh,
I've been watching
oh,
dishes and all types of stuff. I done fried me some lunch meat. That ain't filled me up. And I'm about to eat this leftover breakfast.
I'm
Um,
hungry.
yeah, I be multitasking. I can't sit still and do one thing at a time.
You probably have ADHD.
That's fine. That shit is a superpower. I know that.
Well, on the
Okay.
bright side, you can get a lot of stuff done.
Exactly, and that's what I was saying. I can listen to an audio book and write a book at the same time.
I don't know how you do that. I have to focus fully on what I'm doing.
Mm. Like sometimes when I be doing my coaching sessions, sometimes I be playing the game while people be talking. I don't miss a beat.
LOL.
I can't just sit there and do one thing. Nah, I can't. I don't know. I can't. Even in school, I can be asleep and still pass my test. I just be staring in the ceiling. I don't know how the fuck I was retaining any information at all whatsoever. But some things I could learn. You could just show me once. Some things you can tell me once. Some things I figure it out.
Mm. Okay, so I have a question. Okay, if you were supposed to like describe yourself as a person, how would you describe yourself? Like, give a like description.
Like personality wise. All right. So, well, I guess if somebody was to ask you that, you got to seize the opportunity. First impression is everything. So, um, the first thing I would describe myself as is
Mhm.
a lover.
Mm.
Um, I don't know if it's because of my sign. I'm a Scorpio. What I don't know, but I'm a lover. I thrive off love. Um, I thrive off harmony and peace. I mean, I've learned how to deal with bullshit the hard way, but I'm a lover first, and I'm very selfless. Um, if I can, then I will. That's the type of person I am. Um, I remember I was happy the other not too long, a couple weeks ago. I was happy. I had these people. They made my burgers wrong at Wendy's, and so I got extra burgers, and I was happy. Yeah, I ain't gotta, I ain't gotta cook and this one and that one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit, I didn't even realize the camera was on. I'm tripping, cuz.
At least your floor is clean. I was like very
Not
shiny.
really. I mean, it need to be mopped. I gotta sweep again. I just
It
swept. I
looks
gotta sweep it
shiny.
again. No, it's dull. But I'm in the middle of doing dishes and shit. But anyways, um, if I can describe myself, I describe myself as a loving, nurturing, caring person of all of existence. Um, I feel like I feel like don't nothing feel right, especially when it come down to making money, unless I'm helping people or like being like if I'm a veterinarian or something like that. Like I'm one of those people where I didn't grow up cool. I didn't grow up hip. I didn't grow up in the inner circle. Like I wasn't even allowed to socialize outside of school. Like when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to go outside. So I spent like 18, 16 hours a day in the house. And so that that I was slow on a lot of things growing up because I wasn't allowed to go run around with my peers. So I always looked at the world from the outside from the outside looking in. And so, with that being said, I bumped my head a lot in life. I've made it my mistakes and everything. And at 35 years old, I can honestly say that I can I can honestly say that I'm in a position where I can give this planet more than I can take. And only
Mm.
reason why I say that is because I've been through so much shit to where it was like, okay, I'm hanging out with these people, I never really fit in. Hanging out with these other people, I never really fit in. I tried this, but they got this going on, so I can't. So it's like I've been in and out of all these different facets of life, and I built a lot of life experiences. Then I've been able to become an autodidactic and teach myself some of the intricacies of what we call modern day information. And I've been able to combine my past experiences, like going to counseling, all that shit. I'm able to combine my practical knowledge with my book knowledge and look at myself as a beacon for those who either just taking off on the path or trying to find their way back home or trying to gain balance or just trying to get through the day, whatever. I feel like I can really be a beacon for those. And like I said, I feel like I got way more to offer the world than I can take from it, man. If I wanted to describe myself, that'd be the fast, shortest way ever.
Okay, that's a lot.
You said what?
I said that's a
I'm
lot.
sorry.
Am I breaking up?
No, I've got the water going in the sink, so
Oh, I just said that's a lot.
you got another question for me?
So,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You about to say something?
huh?
I said you got another question for me, or was you about to say something
No, I was just saying that's a lot
in a
of
bad
stuff.
way?
Nah, you didn't say anything bad.
I'm just your brother. That's
You're
what
just
the
what?
that's what the Muslims be saying. They be like, I'm just your brother.
Mm. Look,
That's your
can
dog.
you see the dog? Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, you rich. What the fuck? You got some paper.
I'm not rich.
Yeah, looking at that crib you in. What the fuck? I ain't never lived in no spot that look like that.
I live in Jamaica, so
So
that's.
what the fuck? I was born in a project. What you mean?
But this is a natural. That's natural here.
Let me see again. Let me see.
It's just. Mm.
Damn, that shit look raw. You got a patio and shit. Your driveway paved. You ain't got
Girl,
rocks in your driveway. You ain't even got it paved. You got asphalt. Damn. You got the blacktop. Let me
mm,
find out you privileged over there. Let me find out you come from money over there.
I don't come from money.
Yeah, you don't look like you struggling. When the last time you went to bed home? I don't know, sir. I don't know, sir. I ain't even.
Your
My
house
house don't
doesn't
look
look
like
like
I'm
you're
struggling.
struggling.
Listen, man. I'm one wrong move away from
No,
being. I'm one wrong move away from sleeping at the train station, woman. You don't even know. Yeah, shit, real in the store.
oh, bro, the sun is so nice. Look at the sun. Do you see it?
Hmm.
It started shining really bright. Look. It's can you see it? It looks
I
like a
see
big
it.
ball.
Have you ever sun gazed and seen the black sun?
No, all I did was sun gaze and then my vision got clear and then I stopped and it got blurry.
Man, if you sun gaze, if you look at the sun a certain way, you look it you will see it look like a black field in front of the sun.
A
It looked
black
like a
bee?
black shield in front of the sun.
I don't
What?
know.
You never seen that?
No.
That's a real thing. Check that out. You need to wait till nighttime and like 6 o'clock or whatever and go 4 o'clock. Wait, no, what time is it? Wait, like 5 o'clock when the sun's going down.
It's 4:33 now, so
Yeah, stare at the sun and see what you see. You can't blink though for a minute.
mm.
There's something black in front of it. And
I
sometimes when
wonder.
I squint and look at the sun, the angles of light as it go through my eyelashes, it looks like the don't you know like the vision of an angel coming down out the clouds and they got the light shooting in different directions. If you squint and look at the sun, it looked like it looked like an angel. And sometimes it looked like a cross is on the sun. Like when you looking dead at the depending on what angle you are at the sun, of course, but your line of sight connected to the sun make the light photons refract because you seeing light photons and you receive light photons through your eyes.
Mm.
So when you stand at the sun, you literally telepathically communicating with the sun. Damn, I wasn't supposed to tell nobody that. Well, you gonna get me in trouble, man. But I'm telling you anyway,
How am I gonna get you
because
in
I ain't supposed
trouble?
to tell all my secrets.
Well, don't tell
All
it.
right, I'll tell you one more.
Why? In case you get in trouble.
I'm not gonna get in trouble.
Okay.
But I think I be telling some people too much information because some people are very get back in destructive and people take spiritual knowledge and use it for evil.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everybody should know spiritual knowledge and then let nature decide. It seems like
Why
everybody
do you
knows
look
except the
like that?
melanated folks, for real, for real.
Okay, I could make mashed potato. I could make a sandwich.
Nobody cooking dinner tonight? A doodle patty.
Um, I need to go
That's
inside.
crazy
The
work.
connection
You
is
got
bad out
Wi-Fi?
here. Yeah, I have
Plugged in with
Wi-Fi.
the cartel.
So then what?
Hmm.
Hold on, I need to go inside. The
You
connection
better
is
go
bad.
inside. And you better hurry up.
Girl, don't rush me.
Ooh, stop calling me girl. Boy.
Okay, girl, you can't call me a boy. Or I called you girl.
Little boy. Little boy. Little boy. Little boy. What's wrong with you? You must don't know how many helicopters I got.
Okay, I might or I can make noodles.
Fuck no.
Why?
So we rich. You want no fucking noodles? What the fuck?
You keep saying I'm rich.
We are rich. And if we ain't rich, we will be soon.
Well, I'm not rich right now.
Well, well, if you eat some noodles, you ain't gonna be able to magnetize no money.
That shit gonna disrupt your frequency. Mhm.
Okay, should I do which one should I do? I should do a mashed potato then, right?
No, you should make a whole meal.
I don't
Make
that right now.
make mashed potatoes and French fries or something. I don't know.
I ate French fries earlier.
That's your problem. You keep snacking. You need to
Hold
eat
on.
to get full, woman.
Hold on.
Don't tell me to hold on. The fuck? Ah, hang up in your shit right now. Telling me to hold on. Okay. I'm
Hold
just
on.
playing, friend. Please come back.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to make the noodles or I don't know what I want to do. I'm feeling very indecisive.
Okay, I'm back. Well, I want
Huh?
something else to eat. I still am hungry. I'm hungry, mommy. I'm hungry. Turned up with my N words. Turned up with my beads. Uh oh, snack time. Uh oh, I think I might eat some candy. I'm about to be a bad boy and eat some candy. Child Boogie, where you at, girl? I'm gonna hang up. Sorry, dog. What up, y'all? Double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. My laptop over there talking.
Okay,
You
I'm
don't
back.
come back,
What? Imagine if I just leave the live.
huh?
I said, imagine if I just leave the live after you say that.
Why would you leave?
Because I don't know free will.
I'm just joking.
I know.
Don't hurt my feelings like that, friend.
What?
Puppy, you heard that? She said she was gonna leave aloud, friend. Puppy, she not the friend. I thought she was. She not the friend, Puppy. He don't care. He looking for some candy. Hmm.
What's that? A dog?
Yeah, he a crack
Oh,
baby.
he's so cute. So cute.
Can I give him a candy, sir?
I've never seen a dog eat candy before.
What? This dude eat anything. I caught him eating. Caught him eating a pumpkin butt before.
He's eating it very politely. The dogs I have, if you don't do it carefully enough, they'll probably bite your hand off by accident.
Hmm. You like it? It's good. No, you didn't drop none, fat boy. Yeah, you a fat boy. You didn't drop none. Look, he looking for some more. Only reason he came was because he heard this bag rattling. He like, don't you know how cats are with treats? He like cat. He like a cat. Most dogs, you give them a big bone, they chew on it for a little while, they go to sleep, whatever. Him, no. He go chew on that bone for a little while. Now he looking for a whole nother treat again. Yeah, okay then. Doing yoga, I see you. Look, somebody dropped a crumb. No, I'm just playing. Look, he saw it. Look,
Why
what?
does he look guilty?
What? Look,
Why does his eyes look like that?
because he trying to sneak my candy.
He looks guilty.
I gotta stop saying HE because when I say HE, he know I'm talking about him. If you say DOG, if you say BOY, anything, he think you talking about him. Even HIM. You keep saying HIM, man, he gonna look at you.
He's gonna figure it out.
What? How to spell?
Yeah,
If you figure out how to spell, then I'm done.
he can figure it out.
If I said if, now he said he couldn't. He's smart. I hate when people say dogs are dumb and shit. Yeah, when I had my
I
first
don't like
dog,
when people say animals are dumb in general because they're actually not. They're very um sentient. So
but you know one thing though, the Bible
hmm
told people that they was better than animals, and a lot of people run with that shit. But they don't
humans
know
do feel like they're the most superior. Yeah.
every animal is superior at one thing. That's just like
Yep.
every plant got one nutrient that's unique to that plant. Now, like for example, lemons. Now lemons got limonene in it, right? Now there's other plants that got that got limonene in it, but lemons got the most out of all of them. You see what I'm saying? Like onions is high in sulfur. Now there's the other thing with sulfur in it, but onions, you want some sulfur, that's one of the places you go is onions. You know what I'm saying? Like, mm, puppy, ain't no more.
So I was trying to make toast, but I did it in the frying pan. I burnt it, so I might have to cut off the back.
You gotta get that shit to the birds. Puppy, this my candy. I don't know what's wrong with you. Why you think you just eat all my stuff?
I can give it to the dog, but it's hot. Like it's hot, so I have to let it cool for a bit. They will
And
eat burnt toast. They love that. It's like gourmet meal to them.
no, damn, it fell on the floor. Go ahead, you can have it. Eat it. Go ahead.
Why are you being so territorial over the gummies?
Bro, I didn't want him to have another one, but I accidentally dropped it on the floor. Yeah, anything that fall on the floor, that's his territory. Like
He was raised with a little kid, so you know, like little kids always dropping crumbs and shit when they eat, and like he never grew out of like the vacuum stage of his life. He's gonna be forever a vacuum.
I feel like you could stay on a live for 10 hours.
Why? If I had something to talk about, I would.
Huh?
If I had something to talk about, I would.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So you trying to say you want to be my podcast partner?
No.
Oh, never mind. All right. Well, you can be my executive producer and give me topics to talk about.
Okay. I'm not going to be a podcast whatever you said because I'm not consistent. So
I just need you to give me the topics to talk about. If you can't do that, then you're fired.
well, fire me because I can forget a lot of things.
You can't. So you can't do it once a week.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Oh no, you need to get locked in the basement somewhere.
I don't know. I'm on and off. So
You got to go in the basement until all your work is done. Yes. Go sit your down.
girl.
SpongeBob.
Do you like Ice Spice?
Ice Spice. I think
Yeah.
Ice Spice is cute. Oh, you mean like her music?
I I I feel nothing towards her.
Wait, you
But
mean do I
I
like her
like
like do I think she cute or do I like her like
no like do you like her music like her as an
oh
artist?
I don't listen to nigga music. I'm sorry.
The only she did the big guy thing.
Yeah, she cool, she cute or whatever. But I don't get down with that.
Well, most people think she's cute. That's why she's so famous.
Well, she twerked all the time. She gained weight just so she can bend over on camera. It worked. She got paid. She lost all that weight. Now she ain't got to do.
Yeah, she has a very nice body. She does, but I don't like when women market themselves as like something for people to drool at.
I
It's
ain't even
not
gonna
good.
lie to you. It don't even matter what we like, because at the end of the day, sex sells.
I hate
Like
it though because
to
it,
an
it's like
extent,
feeds into it warps people's mind in a bad way.
not necessarily. It just really depends on what the standard is for you. Like some people,
I
like I
feel like it
said,
feeds
sex
into like
sells, and if she
objectification, not in a good
listen,
way.
the way society built, the way capitalism is built,
Oh, I hate that.
you got to do some things to get what you want and need in this world. You got to,
Especially if it's so competitive.
huh?
I said it's so competitive.
You said they do it confidently,
No, it's competitive.
competitive.
The music industry is competitive.
Mm, very much so.
Well, I'm not gonna say I like. Well, yeah, I like Cardi B.
Mm,
What I like about her is that I don't necessarily agree with everything she puts out, but one thing I can say about her is she does show up as herself.
mm-hmm.
And that's better than most people can say because people like to act morally superior, but they hide their hands. I'd rather prefer somebody just show the good and the bad. You know?
Mm, I'm nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. This tastes so good.
But I don't fuck with her about because she's not a good person because she's a good person. She
What?
that person that she was, she's still that person. She just don't got to do those things for money no more. Well, she don't have to
I
live in the
think
same
it's
places.
evident in like her relationships. Like she seems like somebody that has self-esteem issues and that still has like a toxic view of relationships.
Mm, yes, but 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 those things that she's exhibiting is ingrained in the community, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why she's put in the forefront so she can have the people born 2000, 2010 to have that same mindset. Because I never really listened to a whole mixtape or album of hers, but I did get hip to her when she made the song about wigs. I've been hip to her rapping for a long time.
I like when Bodak Yellow was around. I'm not gonna say when it came out because I'm pretty sure I wasn't even born at that time.
Yes,
Um,
she was. Don't say that.
I was.
But Cardi B just got famous. Cardi B
I
been
don't
famous
know.
for like 10 years.
That's not just famous for me.
Well,
I
you
feel like
said it.
just famous is like 3 years.
All right. Well, she been famous for a medium amount of time, maybe like 12. I don't know.
I mean, I like as I grew up, I knew she was around. So she been. I'm like you already know my age. So like counting like years up in the industry, that's a long time. I wouldn't say a decade is like a small amount of time.
What I say about Cardi, well, if I can finish, she, I think she's one of those people who genuinely a good person,
Mm-hmm.
genuinely want to help, but she's not book smart, and it get used against her. Um,
That and she seems very emotional. She reminds me a lot about me, and I think that's why I gravitate towards her
well, don't
because.
run far from her because
Hmm?
I think. Let me say this real quick, and before I let you finish.
Mm-hmm.
I never really listened to her music, like albums or mixtapes in the past, but I listened to most, if not her whole album, the one that just came out.
I like her new album.
And she got bars, especially the one song when she was rapping on an old school beat.
I like the one that goes, "Hello, it's me." I like that one.
I don't know, I ain't listened to it all like that, but the one song where she was like, um, she was saying like she got birds or something, and she was like,
That
bitches is,
album was fire to me. Yeah.
um, what she was saying? Oh, something about it almost sounded like a diss track. But it was like an
She
old
had a
school
lot of
beat.
diss tracks on that. Her album was actually "I'm the Drama," so that is explanatory.
It's just one song in specific, man. I know you know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
She had bars on there,
Mm,
bars. But the shit she rapping about is nothing.
mm.
She ain't rapping about shit.
I mean, she to me it sounds like she's venting her frustration.
But I mean, I know this is a very limited way of thinking,
Mm-hmm.
but she had money for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And
She
with
has.
that being said, one of the things that I would do when I don't have to worry about my finances is heal my mind, body, and spirit. Eat healthy.
Yes, I feel like all of this money and they don't go to like a therapist or like,
Nothing.
and like celebrities are very into like spirituality, right? They
Wrong.
will like spend all this money to like go to these people that do magic and they're all asking for materialism. They're not asking for any actual spiritual upgrade. They're just like, okay, keep making me famous, keep making me make money, put hex on this person career so they don't surpass me. I find it to be dumb.
Mm. And I mean, you can tell some celebrities they eat a little bit better and whatever, but the core fundamental person, it still shows. And to me, I do not. I don't think she's all the way there yet. And you
She,
can't trick me with the President Biden and her doing the. You can't trick me with all that because she can't read. Because you can tell when she's reading from a script. And I ain't trying to talk about her, but
mm, I just wish her the best because I can see that she's a good person. I think her issue is she has like the wrong people around her, and
she's not.
also
Mm-hmm.
she need to look at herself why she keep attracting these kind of people because with the men that she's with,
Mm-hmm.
to me she seems like the type of lady like she tend to like seek validation from the relationships
Nope. I,
and
I don't think it's that. Well,
mhm
maybe it's not that. Maybe it's not the end all. What I
mhm
would say is, it's not about who you attract.
mhm
As a woman, and you're gonna learn this as you get older. On your worst day, you will be able to attract a man, right?
I don't
On
know
your
about
best
that.
day, you'll be able to attract any man you want. That's just the
I don't
power
know.
women have. So, with that being,
I just think it's because there's a lot of loss. So I mean, as long as you're decent looking, you can really,
yeah, these days you don't even gotta be decent looking. These days, you just can't have a man on your arm. That's it, really. It's sad to say, but it's true. Because some dudes don't even care if you got a dude at home. But anyways,
That's true.
but my thing, oh shit, what was I? Oh, it's not about the man that you attract because women attract all types of men. My
True,
question
true.
is, why is it the men with the who ain't shit, the ones who's slipping through the cracks? Like, if we talking about Cardi B, for example, it's not like Cardi B went and got like a Harvard professor or a lawyer, somebody who was expected to be the part. No, it's like
She
she's
got a rapper.
shopping at Dollar Tree and get mad that the shit is cheap. And I console and coach a lot of women who go through that. Stop shopping at the clearance section at Walmart.
Yeah, I feel like rappers are not it
Huh?
for. I feel like rappers are not it for relationships. Like especially the type of woman Cardi B is. She's talking about commitment and how she wants her husband to be. I don't think she's gonna find that in a rapper because I mean it's literally in their music what they're interested
And the
in and the
sad
kind of
part is, to add to what you're saying real quick, not only will she not be able to find it in a rapper, but she won't be able to find it because she's who she is. Because she
she
had to
doesn't
heal.
she market herself though.
Listen, there's there's people who tell you they want something, but they're not an energetic match yet for what they want. She's one of those people who
Mhm.
saw TV, who saw the movies, and said, "Okay, I want a one big happy family. I want this and I want that." But she don't have the mind, body, and spirit for the husband that she wants. It goes both ways. Are you the man that the woman you want is looking for, and vice versa? Are you the woman
I mean,
that?
yeah, because that's basically what I was saying. Like, for me, yes, it is about who she attracts because I feel like whoever you get will just be a match. Like, that's why I said the type of men she's attracting, she need to look at herself and ask, like, okay, why is it that I'm attracted to these kind of men? Because a lot of people, lust over her, but at the end of the day, she's picking who she feels is right for her.
Yeah. So when you said when she's attracting, attractive means that these is the men that's coming on to her. She can attract all the men that she wants. She's not ugly. I mean, a lot of dudes go for the BBL. So,
I mean,
Some
look,
people
just
would
the
think
way she
she's a
markets
perfect
herself,
dom.
really. She advertised like her body a lot.
Oh, that's
You know
because
she. Hmm?
oh, I was gonna say that's all. That's because that's all she can advertise. She can't sit down and even if it ain't astrophysics, she can't sit down and have. She can't sit down and have a deep conversation about nothing for real besides stupid nigga street shit.
Honestly, I don't think so because I've seen a couple interviews with her, but I mean, I see where she has like more capacity. Like she can speak about family, she can speak about her goals, her vision. She can even speak
I,
about her
I ain't even
upbringing.
gonna lie. The shit that I heard her speak about when it came down to family and all that shit, she did not speak
Yeah,
intelligently.
yeah, that's what I'm
Some of
saying.
the stuff.
Let me finish, but there is things she can speak about because everybody has a story.
Mm,
And I think that's also why people gravitate to her in a sense. But also, what you're saying is true because even in the interviews, like just the way she speaks about intimacy and stuff is kind of just like, girl. Mm. She does sound very young.
mm. And,
Like, probably, isn't she in like her late 30s? No, not late 30s, like early 30s. I think she's like
yeah, I
32,
think
33.
I'm 35. She not far from my age.
I don't know, but the way she talks is that she talks like, I don't know, it has something to do with when she was a stripper. I feel like she's still stuck in that age.
No, it happened when she was a kid.
True. But I feel like also the stripping stuff because the kind of people you meet when you're a stripper.
No,
Mm,
no, I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm saying is that I don't look at people. I look at what we would call a holistic view. I look from a holistic viewpoint. And for me, the holistic viewpoint is not saying, okay, not just stopping at the stripper part, but what caused her to start stripping in the first place.
true, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you're wrong, but I know from my own experience going through counseling, me being a life coach, helping other people, it's always something else. It's always something more. It's it's very rare that people experience traumatic experiences at a later age and it affects them like that. 9 times out of 10, the foundation is set from when they was a kid. Do I think that she want to move on from some of that shit though? Yes, but
I don't
I
know.
think she still hold on a lot to who she was in the past though.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like a lot of the stuff she does now,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it just has to do it when she was a stripper because she had to do that for a living.
Mm.
Like she was trying to survive. And you pick up a lot of stuff like it shapes your man in a different way when you're doing certain things for
Yeah,
survival.
but she was going above and beyond though. She was getting rich dudes alone, robbing them, drugging them, killing them. You know, she was the backdoor queen. And she was a part of people getting hit. All types of shit.
She was really in the like hood type stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm looking at
Destruction
the
to the
comments of this
community.
anybody saying anything.
Huh?
No, I'm saying I don't know why I'm looking at the comments like anybody saying anything.
Yeah, I'm out of the algorithm. I got 12 likes though, but I ain't in the algorithm right now.
Well, it doesn't matter because we're entertaining each other.
I'm bored as hell. Not just one. You can break my heart if you want to. She said, take your
Even if
time.
you
What's
were
the
bored,
rest?
that wouldn't
Huh?
really be even if you were bored, that wouldn't really be an insult because you said you're always like you can't sit
I'm
still.
always bored.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not always bored. I just can't sit. I can't do one thing.
I'm bored a lot, but these days,
That I think I was one of those kids who should have been in a smart class because I lacked stimulation in a regular class. Because when I was in
mm,
high school, I did actually get in like AP classes, advanced placement classes and shit.
My mom, she stunted my growth. I was supposed to. I got an offer so I could take so I could take college classes and high school classes, and I was going to graduate high school with a college degree, but they didn't. She didn't sign the papers for me,
That's
so I
crazy.
can go to school.
That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
And then I'm just supposed to live with that, right? Universe,
yeah. I've
yeah.
been through, man. I've been through all. Listen, my mom was. She was very like old fashioned with her thinking and shit. My way is the highway, and what I say go, and all that's fine, but that's like I look at that shit as post traumatic slave disorder. Like this whole thing about what I
And
no.
the obsession with like physically hitting your kids, and that's weird.
Oh no, I was beat as a child. Not only was I beat, but I was stuck in the house. So I was abused physically and emotionally, but I wasn't allowed to go and socialize. So I was trapped with my abuser. You see what I'm saying? Like my mom drank daily. My mom was an angry drunk. So every single day it would sit down and shut up. So we would get in trouble for being kids, for joking, for playing too loud. Two people arguing over a toy, that everybody getting beat, you know what I'm saying? Like just
So does she feel guilty now?
my mom. She passed away, but when I came back from foster care, my mom got into me and her got into a huge fight, and she was like, "I'm only doing what I taught, what I learned, or I'm only doing the best I can," or something she was saying. But but one thing I will say about her was she was very stubborn, and she didn't allow people to tell her otherwise. Now, it's some cold magic to that, but but it was too a fault because she didn't grow. She didn't to it's not for me to say, but on the outside looking in, she never achieved anything. She didn't finish high school, she didn't travel. I think she went out of state like once or twice. But like it just like she just basically spent her whole most of her life like at home. And she see my mother, she had my sister when she got pregnant at 15 and had my sister at 16 or close to 16. So she dropped out of school, you know what I'm saying? And so, she was a parent for most of her life, her teenage and adult life. She was a parent.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say that she sacrificed a lot because whatever, you know what I'm saying? She sacrificed a lot. Never really had a stepfather, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mostly with just her. But it's just the fact that my mother was physically available, but mentally and emotionally, she was a
Which,
drill sergeant. She was a like a correctional officer. It wasn't
yeah,
like,
bro. It's like at that point, I feel like it doesn't make any sense because it's like even though they're physically present, what is that gonna do at the end of the day? At the same time,
well, depending on the kid and the age, it's better than nothing. Because
yes.
I know people who had to fend for themselves, you know, before they even started school. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing about, people leaving kids in the house for days at a time and shit like that.
Yeah.
I've grown up with people who've experienced all of that stuff. If I haven't experienced it, then I know somebody who did. You know what I'm saying? So like the physical aspect was important because at one point I couldn't cook. At one point I couldn't clean. You know what I'm saying? But the emotional
True.
aspect, the teaching us from right and wrong, the emotions, like I said before, certain things like gangs and stuff like that, or sex, she didn't teach us about that stuff. She just tried to just ignore it or just try to pretend like it didn't exist. So when I went in the real world and I was faced with decisions, I didn't make oftentimes I didn't make the right decisions because I didn't have that foundation behind me to say, "Hey, don't do this." You know what I'm saying? For me, oftentimes I fought myself doing things other people did because other people was doing it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like my mother, the way she ran her house, it was kind of like a strict like Christian mother house, but we just didn't have the Jesus.
Mm,
Like we didn't have the cool clothes, we didn't have the cool shoes, we wasn't, you know what I'm saying? We were
mm,
just average Joes. And she cooked and she cooked and we rarely ever went hungry. It's been it was a couple times we was hungry, but it wasn't like days and weeks or nothing like that. But we all everybody had their moments in life. But if she did feel guilty about anything because of the way she was taught never to admit any wrong,
mm-hmm,
a lot of people was taught never to admit wrongs. And so she was one of them people who won't admit something, especially something big. I think I low key got that same trait too, because I be wanting to have hard conversations with people, and depending on the conversation, I can. But some things is just too much for me.
mm.
But that's something I worked on, and I'm much better. But
Taking accountability.
I don't like using that word accountability because people perverted that word. People use that word. They abuse that word. But
Okay.
in short, yes, though. In short, yes. And that's okay. That's all okay.
I don't know what to do now. I ate, so I feel more full. Um, there's some stuff I want to do. For one, I have some stuff I need to write about. I need to pray as well. Um,
Hmm.
I have work to do. I don't even know if I want to do the work, but I'm gonna see how I feel. That's basically it.
Alright. So if you about to fly, then I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I appreciate you.
Yeah, you as well.
It's nice talking to you. We definitely can do this again, man. Maybe you can come up with some topics or some questions for me next time or something. I don't know.
What did you
But
say before that?
I don't know. I was saying that I don't know. I was saying that the conversation, long story short, I was saying that the conversation is cool. And I was saying maybe the next time. Oh, I said we could do it again. And maybe next time, we can have
Well, you can ask me a question.
oh, I don't got no problem asking questions. I don't mind
What the-
asking questions. Whenever they pop up, I don't mind.
Oh, okay.
You look like you about to take a nap.
I'm not. I just ate, so I'm just stretching.
Mm, I'm about to holler at Ja.
About to what?
So I'm about to holler at Ja.
What is that?
Ganja.
Huh?
Ganja.
Oh, okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Because I ain't buying it. Peace. Hey, I love you. Bye.